everybody. Awesome Talk,
Hello.
Season 5, Episode 3 on June 30th, 2015. How is everybody tonight?
Chilling,
I'm
chilling,
man.
man. Yeah.
It
I'm
sounds
probably
positive.
I'm probably terrible, but I'm here, so I don't care. You know?
That's so, I feel pretty good
I
about that.
wasn't being completely honest. Actually, things are awful in my life, and it was rather insensitive of you to bring that up.
I'm sorry.
He's kind of a dickhead.
How the hell is everybody but Dean?
I am wonderful.
Hey, congratulations, gay people everywhere.
Yes.
You have been recognized as human beings
By
for
your
the first
government.
time by your government ever.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Congrats-
now you can marry
Congratulations.
someone that you're grown
Yeah.
to hate to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, and that's what the first thing that I said, and actually like everybody I've heard, that's like the first thing they've said too. Is like, oh man, the divorce lawyers
I
are
wanna
gonna
give
clean
us-
up.
I wanna give
The
us-
divorce lawyers
Yep,
are gonna
yep.
clean up.
I'm pumping you in.
I want to. Oh yeah, there you
Boom.
go.
There you go.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out for
There's
the
the
guy
magic
that
trick.
created that ISIS flag out of dildos.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Bless your heart,
Yes.
sir. Bless your heart, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I want that guy on the
Indeed.
show.
That guy needs to win a Nobel Prize.
I know, right? Oh,
Dildos, if you're watching.
you just fucked up
Medal of
CNN,
Honor.
Fox News, a whole bunch of people.
I
with that
love
flag.
that
I love
CNN
it.
spent a whole 7 minutes
on
focused
that.
on this.
Right.
It's
Oh.
like, dude, you guys
And they're showing it
Looking
on
at
national.
bug
Yeah,
plugs.
it's
like,
just
looking
dildos
at
and butt plugs, dude.
It's beautiful.
This is great.
That's
This is what
beautiful.
news is all about.
Now that is television.
And they were calling
sir.
it gobbledygook, like they didn't
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
it was.
There's a bunch of gobbledygook on that. Like, really?
Yeah,
You
right.
There's
have
a
no
bunch of
idea.
Yeah. Let's do it around the bar. I am your host, Rick.
I would be Ryan, the brainchild, master of all he surveys.
The delusional, Ryan the delusional.
Hey, you say
That sounds
tomato,
like a
I
good
say
magician.
tomato.
That sounds like a good magician.
You
name.
say tomato, I say world leader.
He is the quietest guy in the room.
in the room.
Yeah.
Quietest,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm Dean.
Don't worry, Dean. There are cameras
He's a
literally
good dude.
everywhere.
See that blue light up there? There's one at the wall.
You
There
see
go.
these eyes?
And then there's a
Cameras.
blue light there,
There we
and one
go.
right there, and then there's one over here too.
Yeah,
just
so it's
be-
everywhere.
You're side monitored as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
I'm just Rue.
Hello, Will. Hey.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
so much
I'm
more
Danson,
than that.
amazing traveling circus sideshow.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Sarah.
And
Glad to be here.
Mr. Gay Utah. And I really do want to welcome our guests for being here tonight,
Yes.
Daniel
Yes.
and Dean, because we went, me and Sarah and Geggy went a few weeks ago to the Amazing Traveling Circus Sideshow in Dunellen at Roxy and Duke's, and it was fucking awesome.
I
man.
love
that
Roxy
show.
and Dukes.
You
That
gotta
was a
see
great
this guy
place.
host a show too, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing
you're
work.
great.
Well, he's got the fucking mustache for it, and then
Yeah,
the beard to
It
match,
was, it was
dude.
fun. Well, yeah.
That's
well,
an
yeah.
epic.
He's
No,
like,
dude,
well, what can I
No,
say?
it's
I'm
fantastic
pretty
though.
great.
I love
So
like.
hold on a second. So you swing bowling balls from your ear holes.
Careful how you say that, sir.
Okay, so there's
I
like
spoke-
bowling balls on chains, and they go through the loops in your ears, and you.
Get down to
Yeah,
business.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I swing 2 blue balls below my chin.
Oh,
Gracefully.
I
might
was-
add.
gracefully
Gracefully.
blew
The
my
first
chin.
time you did that, was it a disaster? Like the first time ever?
Like, have you ever had a tear
Every
or
show's a
anything?
disaster. That's what I wanna
Has it
know.
ever
Yeah.
gone horribly wrong?
The only time I ever think anything went horribly wrong was actually recently. It was last October. It was an October show, and I swung a skull out of my tongue.
Oh, okay.
And I had a fish hook through my tongue, and I was swinging the skull. And because I was into the moment, I decided to do a helicopter spin.
Oh, with a fish hook? Oh,
skull in the.
so did it cut your tongue really? Like,
What?
I can only imagine the fish hook probably got your tongue.
I had to
or
talk
something.
like this for about 3
Yeah, I can
Oh.
imagine the fish hook had to.
Well, you
fucking
know,
penetrate
sometimes it's just the
somewhere.
glory of being
Hey,
on stage. You
well,
do crazy shit.
It's,
Oh,
it's,
dude.
it's a simple sacrifice you have to make.
Well,
to,
there was 1,000 people there. I was on
yeah,
stage.
for the audience.
Yeah.
It's a little
Right.
sacrifice
I'm
for
like
the
in
audience.
the moment, and I had it going really, really well. And the skull is not nearly as heavy as a bowling ball.
Yeah,
Sure.
no,
So
but
I
that's
figured-
And there's no
Well,
brain in it or anything.
it'll do
Yeah.
some
And I
damage.
figured,
though.
well, what the fuck? I'll go for it.
It's
And
not
I
a
did,
feather.
and then
I mean-
if I had to rethink it, I would have went, nah.
Yeah.
No, bad idea.
Man.
But I paid for it. Took me about a week to heal.
I have a
That's
double.
actually not
I
bad.
actually have my tongue double, like double zero gauged at one point, and I took it out. Like I took all my piercings. I had like the nipples, the tongue, eyebrow, and I had another lip one at
You were
some point.
holier than thou.
Yeah. Oh no. But I mean, I took him out and fuck it, because my kid would. Oh, that's when I had my first son. All he would do is yank on him, and I was just kind of like, dude, I'm actually gonna get injured like this. You know, like he's gonna fucking pull one out one day. So I just took them all out. But now I still like the tongue got so big, I still have it. So like my son has never seen me with a tongue ring. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
still have the hole?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
stick shit through it right now. But
Let's
like
do it now.
every once in
Stick this now. Do it now.
That I can't do. If you
That's
put
what
and
she
now,
said.
but,
Hey-o.
but if you put a pointed end on it, we can get something. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's not that big. But yeah, my son and all of his friends, like every once in a while, I'll just kind of be sitting there like with a toothpick, or like I can do it like a really skinny, one of those skinny blue Bic pens. I can do one of those. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and so like one day I'm just sitting there.
The weirdest conversation.
I know, but I'm just
Oh my
sitting
God.
there, and my
With the
son and
Johnny
his
Shire.
friend, my son and his friends
There
are
you
sitting
go.
in the yard. You know, they're just sitting in the yard, and I'm just kind of like, "Hey, Gage," and he's just like, "What?" And I'm just like, and I just like have it through my tongue. And they're like, "Ugh!" And he's just like, him and his friends like ran, dude. They fucking ran. They were like, "Oh my god, oh my fucking god!" Like I had to chase them
scared
down.
children,
Like
man.
no,
Yeah,
it was a
right.
trick. It was a trick. I'm sorry. It was a dude. It's okay.
Now kids in the neighborhood are at home stabbing each other through
Yep.
the tongues with
Yeah.
nails.
Like, Mommy, look what I can do.
Look,
Like, who taught you
Dude,
this?
did you know
what Mr.
Cage's
Dad
dad
taught me?
Yeah, did you know
What's
Cage's
my first
dad
name, boy?
stabbed himself in the face the other day?
What's funny is that I got my tongue pierced in 1984.
Nice.
And
Wow.
back before they had actual piercings.
Oh, that wasn't
Wow.
even a
my
thing back
piercing,
then.
my
Yeah.
piercing. I was a clown in the circus, and I did a little bit of part time with the sideshow. And
Right.
I was like, I wanted to know how to do the figure skewer through the tongue. They says, well, you have to have your tongue pierced. And I says, is it painful? And he goes, not really. So the guy
Yeah.
pierced my tongue.
It's not.
They always say that. Like, it's
But
It's
fine.
not.
They
It's
say that
not.
every
Really,
tattoo,
tongue is
every
the
piercing.
easiest
it
piercing,
wasn't
yeah.
that painful.
It's like, yeah.
But the piercing, instead of a barbell, which they normally put
Yeah.
in, I wore a stainless steel horseshoe nail.
Oh.
Wow.
No, if you think about it, that's the perfect.
Respect.
That's the perfect piercing because it's stainless steel.
And it's
horseshoe nail,
it's
and it's looped, so you just go like
it's
this.
also the shape as well. It
Exactly.
expands toward the top, so
Right.
you can
and you
stretch.
can use it for
yeah.
a septum, or you can use it.
Damn.
Right, sure.
Wow.
And I had to keep it in there for the I guess it was like a month. And then you take it out for a couple of days, and you put it back in. You take it out for a couple.
Yeah, sure.
To let it heal, so you can finally do the skewer. I still
Yeah.
have
Right.
I have a hole in my tongue.
Yeah, I still have mine. It's not a 00 anymore.
But now
like
it's not.
shrunk. But
Now everybody's got tongue piercings, so it's not that big of a.
Now
thing.
what do you do?
Yeah.
You
So
see, because
I just don't do it, you know.
like I see girls now who get themselves pierced like here and here and like here.
Yeah, the most
like
random
here,
place.
and like really
Oh.
random places.
oh,
and
do you
I'm
have?
like,
I love the
like,
chicks
why?
who do it like with the neck
The neck
one,
thing,
where they
like
just
that,
got
yeah.
two
You
little
see-
metal
did you see
balls
Giselle
on
in the
their
show?
neck.
Yeah,
I saw Giselle in the show.
Yeah,
he has
I
this
see
girl,
that.
Giselle,
Yeah, that one I
with
kind of
the-
see, and I just look at it, and I'm just like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I bet that's but no, seriously though, I'll bet being fucking pierced there is an experience. You
Pierced
know,
where?
I mean, right on the back of your fucking neck, like have somebody fucking
Oh,
like
alright.
pinch the skin and run it fucking through, like right over your spine. And
I
you
imagine
sit there,
it's-
like
it just
I
feels
can
like a piece
imagine
of
that
skin.
being an experience, but it's
Well,
like as
to
a
me-
piercing, it seems kind of functionless.
To me, you know what's
yeah.
more painful than having it pierced? It's having those Pentium forceps grip your skin.
Yeah, the
Oh,
pinch.
the
Yeah, I
pinch.
hate the pinch.
Pinch is
dude.
worse.
It's
That's
more
way
painful
worse. Yeah.
than the
Yeah.
piercing itself.
Yeah, when I got
It's
my
like,
nipples.
Oh,
get
what's
them
it? What-
fucking- Get
what
them
was the
fucking
one?
things off me.
Yeah.
What was the
With,
one
uh,
that
piercing
my
the
boy
nipples.
Teddy pierced
I
me
would-
with
I
a
would
one
never
with
get
a no, not a
When I see
what was
It
it?
was a 10 gauge.
It was a 10 gauge, yeah.
Yeah.
My
That's what I
buddy
got
Teddy
pierced with.
pierced my
Fucking
nipple
shiny
with a
nipples.
fucking 10 gauge needle. And the pinch was the
Yeah,
worst
still
part.
maybe
But
I'll
that
show you
fucking
later.
10 gauge
maybe,
going
maybe.
through, like I
No,
literally,
that's
like I
the
sat there, I was like,
10 gauge is a rough gauge to start with.
Yeah,
like-
it's rough to start
like,
with. Yeah.
No, but it was like, oh, it was erotic though. Like it really was. Like,
Yeah.
no.
For
The
who?
I'm serious. The
Yeah.
amount of endorphin rush that you get from that type of like a
Too
10
much
gauge
information,
piercing.
buddy.
Straight, no, dude. There's no other way to do it. Like
What
you're
was
not.
the one that
like,
pierced
look,
him and he just
you don't
just
enjoy
for
it?
First time, he's like, wait, it
No, I'm
was.
just saying you don't enjoy it. You don't enjoy it, like because you're getting a piercing, but it doesn't hurt either. because the sensation that comes over your body after it happens is not pain. Like, it's not pain. Like, you're sitting there like, oh God, that hurt, but I like it. You know, you're just kind of like,
That's
wow.
Giselle.
You know,
That's
like,
Giselle.
wow.
That's Giselle.
Like, it's
No,
so
no,
extreme.
He
and
has
it's
this
so,
girl
like,
named
listen,
Giselle
listen.
in his store, in his sideshow, that she takes these long needles and pierces herself. I mean, literally everywhere
doubt,
on
no
stage.
Through
And
her
it's-
torso.
through
Yeah,
her
I
torso,
can
and it's
imagine.
not
I
it's
can
not
imagine somebody
pre-pierced
doing
either.
it.
It's just blood gushing
And
everywhere. It's insane.
after the show, she's in this euphoria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so full of endorphins. She's like,
Yeah.
She's like, that's her thing. Is she gets off on the endorphins.
Yeah. No smoking in here anymore.
Oh yeah, fuck my bad. Sorry.
And if anyone wanted
Where's
to
the
check
fucking
her
note?
out,
Oh, I got a
she's
cap.
Gazelle Rose. You could just Google her. She's got, a
I'm
Facebook.
sorry,
She's
memory
got
lapse.
videos on YouTube, but you can see what she's about, what she does. She's
And
an
she's-
excellent performer.
and she's a
beautiful
piercer
woman.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
She's
saw that. Yeah.
She's a piercer. Her husband has a tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you should Google her and check her out. Check out the tattoo
Well, she
shop.
looks like she knows what she's doing, so that's
She
who I
absolutely
would.
does.
That's who I
Yeah.
would go to.
She's amazing.
I think that's the greatest thing about piercings is that it's not like, there's pain. Like everybody goes through pain. Everybody knows what pain means, but then there's a level of pain, but it's so controlled and it's so specific and you're prepared for it a little bit. You know what I mean?
You have a staple gun?
I have a regular stapler, but I don't think I have a staple gun.
You don't have a staple gun? Damn, because I would staple your ball sack to your leg.
I would not
I
let
mean,
you.
I'll help you. I'll
Yeah,
hold it
that would
down.
make great content.
I was
mean-
still on the tongue piercing, eyebrows, and, like all that. Like,
He's just doing the
well,
normal
I didn't make a jump. I didn't make a jump to nutsack stapling.
Maybe
Well,
endorphins
Dan, that's a funny
can
way
only
of
go
showing
up.
you your true potential.
Right.
Yeah, I probably could.
I have a
take it.
feeling endorphins and adrenaline for a nut staple. And you know what?
That's
The whole
fire.
idea of that, I'm not even really afraid for my nuts as much as I am for my leg. I'm just, like, oh, dude, I got bad knees. Nah, man. They need to be as strong as they can be. I could probably take the nut shot.
All right, guys. Sideshow magic. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Fire magic. Watch. Never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Danson.
Thank you.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
That was incredible. That deserves a clinky.
I'll
Really.
be-
Let's do
I'll
that.
be girl.
Absolutely.
I'll be girl.
Here, but all right, I will
Cheers.
clink.
So,
I'll clink along.
now that we've loosened up,
You need another beer?
Yeah.
Certainly, sure.
can you grab me one Toya in there?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So,
There you go, bro.
Thank you, dude.
I just
So-
feel a little out of place here.
What do you mean?
What?
Why? Because I'm the only guy here without hair.
Let me tell you something.
Come on.
Oh,
I
no.
don't
Don't worry,
give
he's
a
losing
fuck.
his at record rates. It's
Conversation.
okay.
Why are you always gonna diss me, man?
What do you mean
Always
always?
gonna diss me.
I don't always diss you.
Are they
Don't worry
stapled
about
to
it.
your leg gigs?
They get in the way sometimes.
Nobody gives a fuck.
You've
about
said that a
dude.
million
Nobody
times
cares.
on here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
I don't wanna-
hit a
I don't wanna-
sensitive
I
issue.
wanna
I
theme
apologize.
in.
Nah, you know what it is? I don't mind. Like my
I
my
am.
hair got like
I'm
this.
sorry.
My hair got like this around 2007, and it was right when my grandfather and my cousin died, like back to back. And somewhere in there, during that time, I started to get grays, and it started to recede.
Yeah.
And it was the stress. And like that year, I knew 13 people that died that year. And by the end of that year, I remember going to our guitar player in our band, and I hadn't seen him in like weeks because I'm going to funerals and taking off work. And he looked at me, and he just went, "Holy shit."
You look
And he's like,
terrible.
looking at my head and my face, and I was like, dude, it has been so fucking bad.
Did
you know
you
what
save all your hair?
I have it in a jar in the other room. Yeah,
I have.
I sniff it.
And there's
I
a
did,
jar of
I did
tears
something
next
better.
to it.
I did something better. I fashioned mine into a wig.
That looks like a merkin.
Oh, excellent.
That's my merkin.
Oh my god.
Cool.
That was Rick's hairstyle.
Yeah, he looks just like that.
Nice.
Meanwhile, I got 400 pictures in the other room of this asshole with the same haircut.
Here, if you
Oh,
want
you
to
can't ever pin
you
my
wanna
haircut
borrow
down.
it,
It changes
man.
every.
Can I just try? Can I just
Oh,
remember?
Oh, sure.
Can I
not
just go
nowadays.
down memory lane?
Oh God, no,
Doesn't it
no.
look amazing?
Oh my
There
God.
he is.
Do it like oh wait, I'm about to see it come up on the screen. I can't wait.
The look on your face is like
Oh
you
my
just
God.
won the swimsuit pageant.
Do you
in
know?
Yeah.
Can I
1950.
tell you guys a secret?
Like,
Wow.
you're just so proud.
This
I'm gonna
is
tell you all a
so-
I actually have nightmares a few times a month about losing my hair.
That looks so
Wow.
natural right
And
now. I just-
usually,
It
oh,
just
I look good.
blends, man.
Oh, here we go. Here.
I
Oh
forgot
my
you
God,
put-
it's
Ah.
perfect. I want to go get my Jenkos
Oh my
on.
God! You look like date rape for fucking Boy Scout counselors, bro.
Boys. Oh
So
my
Rick,
God.
did you tie all your knots today?
Sand all the edges.
That's funny.
Oh my
Oh man,
God, dude.
those were the days, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
I got
Rick is gonna pop
Where'd
up
she
4
go?
days from now with like a stitch
gotta
job.
put it-
Yeah, right.
It's just
Yeah.
like sewn to his head.
Hair implants.
It's like I saw it on YouTube.
Actually,
It
you're
can
talking about
work.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there
Do
you
you
go.
feel better? You know, it looks like the alien.
I
from
was
Alien.
just about to
Right?
say that. Very good.
Right.
Very good. 10 points. Yes.
Well, what
That's
you need is
cool.
when you get new guests, you need to tie a little filament wire, just have it hanging over there so it just goes across the desk. Just like
Oh
this.
no,
Have
not
it pull on the
again.
little
Watch
wire.
all my cats go insane.
And just grab it, you know.
There's
Where
a
that
little
goes,
loop
sorry,
behind
man.
your shirt.
You're
so
right.
that
All
it
your
walks
cats
right
just
up
lose
you.
their shit
Puts
and
itself
attack
right
the
in
table.
place.
But it's how I imagine a merkin to look kind of when it's on its own. You know?
That's definitely a merkin in the
Your
making.
portable
Yeah.
merkin.
You know, you never know when you need a good merkin. You never know when you
never
gotta
know.
bush up.
You never know, man.
You know?
I wonder where merkins are still popular.
Only in America.
They can be out of fashion across the globe.
Mm.
Yes,
There's
they
a
can.
place in this world where people are still trying to cover up their syphilis.
There are people in this world where the Spice Girls are a new thing, so the merkin's gotta be somewhere.
No, but that's what's fucked up about the Merkins. That they're just
Cold
like
cock whiskey.
universally hated.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like universally.
In fact, you bring up a good point.
everybody hates us.
I want to give a shout out to one of our
Oh.
sponsors, Cold Cock
Cold
Whiskey.
Cock Whiskey.
We're gonna
Cold
get
Cock
cold cocked in a little while, actually. Not right now, but in a little bit we're gonna get cold cocked.
Is
All right?
it good with Dr. Pepper?
Oh,
I
yes.
don't know.
Yes.
I want
In
to try
fact,
it.
I talked to somebody the other day, another a band member who's sponsored by Cold Cock, and they said that they like to mix it with the herbal Arizona tea, with the ginseng, the green
Wow.
tea, and that because this is an herbal whiskey.
I'd
The
rather
flavor's
mix
very
it with
different.
some orangeade or some.
That would be
fruit
good
punch
too.
or some shit.
Sure.
What's it taste like?
It's
Green tea?
I'll tell you what.
Very herbal.
It's
It
very
does, like,
herbal.
you
Yeah.
know
It's
what?
got a
No,
sweet- it's got a
I
sweet
that's actually
aftertaste.
what the first thing I said was green tea too. Yeah, you get like a
Okay.
fucking
A
like
sweet
they're
aftertaste.
trying to get like there's a really like sweet, almost like star anise. Like it's got a like not licorice, but like that's kind of the feeling you get. You know what I mean? Like when you
Okay.
drink it, it feels a little bit like a sambuca. You know what I mean? But it's not. It doesn't taste like it.
It's not like
It's
smoking.
like-
It's not like smoking.
It's
a
more
green tea
like
cigarette.
it's more like
No, no,
yeah.
no.
It really is though. You're right. It's more like bourbon.
And it has a
mixed with green
sweet,
tea
it
and
has
honey.
a sweet aftertaste.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, cool.
A lot of times
It's
the
like
aftertaste
bourbon
on
mixed
regular
with green
whiskey
tea and honey.
kind of
Yeah.
like
It's got that
I'm
burning.
still not
it
sure how I
hits me
feel
sort of
about
like
it.
a
yeah.
tidal wave. Like you're like, shh. But
Like
with
the
this,
first time I
you're
had
like,
it, I
oh,
liked
it's
it. The
sweet.
second time I had it, I hated it, and then the third time I had it, I was like, eh, like, and I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out how I feel. It's such a weird flavor, but it's really like they're innovative though. I gotta give them a lot of credit. Like they went for it, you
Well,
know, like.
when are you gonna crack that?
Oh, in a little bit.
Okay, so when you crack it, I will try a little bit since I don't drink. I'm the perfect.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
perfect
we gotta
specimen.
get.
He's got the
He's got a
perfect
clean
nice
palate,
smokers.
dude.
and
Hell
a
yeah.
clean palate.
All right.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll double cock him.
We're
We're gonna get
I'm
him
not
double
gonna ask what that is.
gonna get a double cock.
Yeah, you cock down, then we all cock
What kind
later.
of show is this? Hold on. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Oh shit.
It's legal.
If you want to get someone to swish and spit, Dan is your man.
Oh man. Are we at the break yet?
Speaking of
We got a
swallowing,
lot
Dean,
of. We got.
Oh, should I tell my story?
What's your story?
Uh-oh.
I sent 2 men to jail this week,
Okay.
gentlemen.
whoa,
This weekend.
you sent 2 minutes.
Context. We demand
So-
context.
So, I was working at a fucking franchise restaurant that will remain nameless.
ground
Applebee's.
round.
Working
We'll
at
go-
the
let's just call it Crapplebee's.
Do you work there anymore?
Yeah, I
After
still
the
do.
show
Yeah,
is
I'm
over?
I'm
Not-
just a
not-
server.
not-
You know.
not- not-
I I'm a construction worker, dude. My sister works for the company. She hooked me up with a job there. You know what I mean? Like, so it was just, you know, like, it's just money to make while I have to stay home with the kids. When the kids are big enough for babysitters and fucking.
Okay,
know,
so
like,
what happened? Get on with the fucking
So
story.
anyway, I go
Get
in.
on with it.
I go in and there's this fucking skinny ass, like pimply face, fucking meth mouth white bitch standing out in front of my fucking job. And I like, you know,
Hate those
hey, how you doing? You know? And so I go in.
Especially
And
the meth
then
mouth bitches.
I walk
The white
in.
ones are the worst.
I walk in and there's
They are.
nobody there, and this chick is just walking out in front, you know, back and forth. And I'm just looking at the hostess. I'm like, oh, I think that lady's like waiting on somebody, but there's somebody outside, so just get a table ready. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, hey, what, you know, like somebody's outside. Pay attention. So I didn't think anything of it. An hour goes by, and a black dude and a white dude show up, and they come inside, and they get like table 64, we'll call it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're just chilling there. This bitch is still outside for another like half hour.
Now, when you
Like
say
after
meth
these dudes
mouth,
get there.
was that like something
Yeah,
that you
you know,
witnessed
it was-
firsthand?
yeah, like, you know,
like a
it's an
shattered
assumption.
fence.
You could
Like,
see,
by
you
its
could
color
see the,
fence
you could see the
scenario.
brown coming through the yellow. You
Or
know
was
what
she
I'm
like,
saying?
hey,
Like,
man,
yeah.
I
Like
think
it was
suck it in
looking,
for
that's
meth.
it was
rough.
looking
Like-
rough. Like I don't know. I just call it meth mouth, but apparently it wasn't. You know what
So
I
it
mean?
could have been any periodontal disease.
So
Yes.
anyway,
Yes.
getting past all
So
that.
anyway,
Yeah.
so you know,
I just needed from
I'm working. I get a couple of tables. This chick
That's
keeps going outside. She keeps going to the bathroom. She keeps
Right.
going back to the table, outside to the bathroom, to the table, and then the white dude keeps getting up and going outside to his truck and staying out there for fucking 5 minutes and then coming back in. And you know, like we all know kind of what's going on at that point. You know, we're just kind of like, wow, these guys are all fucking like cracked up or fucking drugged up. They're doing something, obviously. But you know what? Like, you know, that's society like that. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you're being, you know, literally down low,
Right.
most times people won't bother you. So one of the waitresses goes to the bathroom and the chick is in there, in the stall, door wide open, blowing fucking bars of rail. I mean bars, not lines, bars of fucking rail off the fucking back of the fucking toilet. Just like,
God, she probably inhaled so
Hold on,
many
before you
Like,
continue,
just-
let me just
no,
stop you for a second. Just real quick. Why
What?
would you go to an Applebee's?
thank you.
Just
thank
snort
you,
up
thank
rails
you.
of
Thank
coke.
Why
you.
would you
That-
snort anything off of a public
Classic.
anything?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know,
even
yeah,
better.
even
Good
better.
point.
No, wait,
Exactly.
wait, just put this all on pause, because these are all things we need to fucking look back on and address when this story is
All right,
over.
all right,
Like, because this gets so fucking
Keep going.
convoluted
Next
and
thing,
fucked up.
next
All
thing.
right, so, the chick comes out, you know, the fucking waitress comes out, she looks at me, and she's just like, oh, that bitch is fucking doing blow in the fucking bathroom. I'm just like, oh, fuck, well, you know.
You know what's worse than
Damn,
doing
you
blow
know,
on
like,
the back
damn,
of a
okay,
toilet?
like,
Yeah.
What's worse than doing blow off the back of a toilet is after they do
doing it
they
off the
go like
front of
this.
the toilet.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just gonna clink to that.
No, yeah,
comment.
that was worthy. That was
brutal.
worthy.
That was awesome.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always you, man.
Why don't
It's
you?
always me.
I don't.
All right, so the next thing.
Anyway, so she tells the manager. Manager finds out. You know, he's pissed off. You know what I mean? Because he's the guy responsible for the restaurant. There's fucking drug activity going on. He can get in trouble. He's
Sure.
pissed off. You know, so he calls the cops. And he fucking, you know, so now at this point, we all in the restaurant, we know what's going on. We know what this table's about. We know what's happening. you
Word
know?
has spread.
Yeah, word has spread. So, unfortunately, one of our young, like 17-year-old girls who happens to host the front door decides to sit this guy and his two young sons right next to them.
What an idiot.
Which I don't understand
I mean,
why
why?
she did that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like,
Well, maybe she was figuring.
why I would know? It's just
Free
like, well,
entertainment
I
with your
mean,
meal.
like,
Hold on,
you know,
hold on,
she was like so and so.
Wait, let him finish. What'd you say?
Oh,
Well, free entertainment with your meal.
Yeah. Oh, and you have
Some
no
people get
idea.
cracked.
You have
People
no
get
idea
cracked.
how right
Yeah,
you
some
are. You
people
have
think
no
that.
idea how right you
Culture. It's
are.
all over their walls.
You have no idea how right you are. You really don't. You really, really don't. But I was just kind of like, you know, wow, you could have pretty much put them anywhere else in the restaurant aside from right there next to the table that we're calling the fucking police
it's part
on.
of the
Yeah. It's part- okay, hon. Okay, hon. Yeah. Just go right ahead and sit him over there. I guess we'll deal with it. But we're trying to play, you know, we're trying to play shit
I
off, you
wonder
know.
if, like, they got a free meal or anything. Like,
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They played.
Let
They
me tell you
paid.
something.
Oh,
If
they
you buy
paid
a
for the
house-
experience.
If you buy a house
Shitty.
and someone was murdered in the basement and the real estate agent doesn't tell you that,
that
you're in a lot of
doesn't
trouble.
matter.
This,
No,
if they see you next to a bunch of coke fiends
No. Here
and
we
they
go.
don't tell you,
wait, you
stop.
have to tell people
We're
that?
getting off.
Yeah.
yes, you have to
Open
tell
your
people.
eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
We're gonna
Yeah,
touch on all
all
these
I
things.
know
We're
is
gonna touch
in
on
my
all
way
these
back
things.
on the
Unless
some
the
of that
body
chore to
is
scrub the
buried
pots and
under
pans
the
at the end of
fucking
the night.
house,
Oh, yeah,
why does
man.
it matter if someone died in the house?
If someone was murdered there, they have to tell you that.
Nobody was murdered.
But
Damn
what's
it.
the reason why? Because like, Other
if there
killers
are
might come
ghosts,
back
you
for
want to know
more?
why there are ghosts.
wait, so this is a strictly paranormal rule. They want you have to tell in
Babe,
case the people.
Babe,
are
the
scared of
justice
ghosts?
system in this country thinks there's a man in the sky telling them what to do. Of course they think there's ghosts.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So you
Walk up to
determine
this
the
woman.
value,
There's
whether or
no
not you can get
13.
money
My
off
point was
A&E
this.
later.
My point was this.
Yes.
If you gotta tell somebody moving into a house where people were murdered, then you are correct in saying that seating two normal people next to two coked out lunatics that you know are coked out without telling them first.
We're going back
This
to that
is a little
judging a book
suspect.
by its cover, though. Maybe those two
It's,
seemingly
we didn't
normal
need to
people.
go
Okay,
there.
because we know-
No, they weren't.
But
They
SWAT
weren't.
is
They
coming
weren't.
already.
Hey,
SWAT is coming.
Did you ever think that they asked to be seated by the crackheads? Did you ever think about that?
I never
No,
thought
no,
about that.
no, they didn't. They
Think
didn't.
about
No,
that.
these two dudes.
I like that spot
These
next
two
to the
dudes
little
walked
roses.
into the restaurant, requested a seat, and they sat them.
I truly
And
believe.
no, we're not talking about that.
Hold on,
Yo.
hold on. Wait, no,
Anyway, wait a
Let him
minute.
finish his comment. We'll come back to you.
You guys got
Hold on.
that. No, but you guys got that shit twisted. It wasn't the crackheads were already seated.
No, I got that.
Yeah, like
okay,
no,
I got it,
you
I
were
got
talking
it.
about something different. Like they
Yeah,
were
but
seating
the
crackheads next to people. No, they were seating people
Next to crackheads.
crackheads.
Right, I got that.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I just
opposite.
said.
Yeah, he
all
said
right.
that. Wait, so
No, but anyway, it's like I tried to figure out the mind of a tweaker.
yes.
Like it's
Yes,
like
I'm
getting
going
into
deep undercover
getting,
on
getting
that.
into their mind frame.
Yeah.
It's like I went to traffic court once, and there was they were all different kinds of cases, traffic cases, and they had some drug cases. And this guy gets up in front of the judge, and he's obviously fucked up
Yeah.
out of his skull, man. I mean, fucked up out of his skull.
That's how you get out of it.
And he's in
I
front of
didn't
a
see
judge.
you there that day.
What kind of mindset makes you think that you're going to go into fucking court, stand in front of a judge, doing this?
Like, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you one thing? I wanted to finish the story, but real quick.
Yes.
I just read in the news recently that a woman who had to go to court for leaving her kids in the car
Oh, this is
with
so good.
in the summer with the car turned off, went to court, and while she went into court, she left her kids in the car with the car turned off. So I don't know what people are thinking when they go there, dude.
She was like, I left him in the car the first time. It didn't take.
I'm trying it again.
Well, it's like they had a guy. They had another guy in court that got busted for being a gypsy
Never
cab.
even
Now,
finished the
gypsy cab is an unlicensed cab.
Right.
That's
exactly
an
right.
unlicensed
Yeah, just
cab.
beat me and I'll
It's
come.
just
yeah.
like, this guy shows up.
Oh
to
yeah.
try to
The
be- to try to
fucking
be a-
what was it?
He
The,
got busted for being a gypsy cab. What does he fucking show up in court in? He shows up in the fucking cab that he got busted in, with a no smoking sign on the passenger side, with his rear view, with his side view mirrors taped on with duct tape.
Oh,
An
dude.
old yellow cab, and he's like trying to beat this fucking
Yeah,
charge.
right.
It's like, no.
Dude. Oh, hey, I just want to say what's up to Golf Ball Girl in the chat room.
Golf ball.
Good to see you.
Sounds interesting.
It's a Tony Tedesco thing. I'll get to it. Continue your story. Now we got people sitting
so-
next to the Coke fiend.
Yes.
So we got two kids and their father. Pretty much like
How old are the
if
kids?
it was me without Aaron, it was younger than my oldest and older than my youngest.
Okay,
you
so
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
For
five,
those who know,
like
he just
3
had a
to-
baby a few months ago, and he's got a son who's 9. So
Yeah.
right.
So like younger than my oldest, like probably like maybe the oldest might have been like 6 or 5, and then the youngest was probably 2 or 3. You know what I mean? But so they're sitting there, and so these dudes, like my manager obviously calls the police, and he starts running through the restaurant, checking all the fucking trash cans, going in the bathrooms, like turning shit out, like going through like all the bushes outside, just turning shit out, like trying to figure out if they did anything that he's gonna get in trouble for, because he called the police. You know what I mean? Like, so now the police are coming, and it's like, yo, you better have something, or it's gonna turn into a shit show, So he's just walking around the place going nuts, and I'm just like watching these two dudes, and then the fucking cops roll up, right? And the cops like roll up, and the chick is standing outside, cracking the fuck out, like, and then like the cops roll up, and she tried to run. And they fucking grabbed her
Oh, he's trying
and
to
sat her
that's
down.
always
So they sit her
always
down.
the worst idea. It's the worst idea.
So they sit her down. They sit her down.
Oh my god.
They sit her on the curb in the parking lot in front of the restaurant, and she's sitting there, blah 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 blah, and then you see the cops, like, and we're all standing inside looking out the window, like, oh shit, you know, like, blah 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 blah, da, 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 and the cops just, and then they just head for the front door, you know what I mean?
Right.
And the two guys who were there with her are just sitting in the booth, just kind of like, you know,
Yeah,
like, and
no,
so
I
they
know,
paid
yeah.
their check and shit, you know, and
Yeah,
they're
right.
kind of like, well, should we get up right now? No, there they are, you know, like, and so they like sit
It's like
back down,
Neo when
and,
he's trying to
you know,
get
they're
to the
just-
Matrix.
Yeah,
like,
and they're like
get
sitting
out
there,
of
like, you know, like, you know, like nobody can see him or anything like that.
We gotta
And
save
so
her.
they
She's
do
got
that,
the rest of the
and the
stuff.
cops, like, the cops literally walk in and then just turn left and smile and just walk right at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're just like, so what we're gonna do it. And like
So
the
what we're
cops
gonna
are
do?
5 feet away and they stand up like, oh well, we're leaving now. You know, and I'm just sitting there like, so sad.
should've- you
know,
should've took
like,
video.
It was so
Like,
sad. And so, but no, so all right, so the cops come in, they take
Right.
the two dudes outside, right? They sit them down with the chick, like, hey, no, I don't know nothing. Nobody's got
Right,
nothing.
sure.
We don't got nothing. Like, you know, they got a car. They're not allowed to search that. Technically, they're not allowed to search them. They're not allowed to do anything. You're sitting outside asking, like, hey, why would this restaurant call the police on you? You know, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. And I'm sitting on my fucking shift, you know, minding my table, just kind of sitting there like, wow, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you know, like, that's really fucked up. You know, like, fucking cops, fuck, you know, like, and I'm just like, you know, I mean, like, you know, shit's fucking, you know, yeah.
So get to the next point.
They should no, but
Yeah.
they should no, but you know, I'm sitting there thinking like, you know, they should probably go to jail because they're fucking up, you know, like, but you know, I hate to see people get busted, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then, so I'm sitting there thinking that, and so I go in the fucking back and I come back out the front to check everything out, and the cops are still looking, manager's still looking, everybody's still running around because technically they don't have anything on them. Like these
Right.
3 people are sitting out here.
They
They got
stored
nothing
the
in their
evidence.
pockets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got nothing on
That's
them.
the best
They're
way to
searching-
get rid of the evidence,
The
right?
cops are
Yeah.
looking around. They went back to the booth, shined a flashlight on it, walked away. You know, this, that, the other thing. Like my manager's outside diving through fucking bushes looking for fucking coke bags, crack bags.
This sounds
heroin needles.
insane.
It's
You look
fucking-
guilty as fuck
No,
right
it's
now.
ridiculous. no. So my manager fucking like looks at me and I'm just like, what's going on? And he's just like, yo, they were sitting at table 64.
No censorship
Could you
on
just go back there? Just go back there, right? Just go back and just check it out, you know?
Make your mind.
The dad and his kids are still sitting there, you know what I mean? Across the way. He says, just go back and check it out. Make sure they did, you know, like just be careful. Look for needles or anything like that, you know, just be careful.
Right.
I walk over, I look down, crack pipe. Literally. Like a crack
It
pipe.
was the little kids.
No, no,
Yeah,
it
they
wasn't.
dropped-
It
they
wasn't.
dropped the
It
crack
wasn't.
pipe.
No, but-
It's a little party crack.
No,
Well, I'm not saying I'm
But
dating.
the
I'm
guys,
just
no,
watched
the
that.
cops missed it, the manager missed it, everybody in the fucking planet missed it. And
And
they're
you
sitting
saw it,
out
of
there
course.
with these fucking dudes in fucking handcuffs who
He
are either
dropped-
gonna
he
go
dropped- he
home or
dropped
go to
his
jail.
hand. He dropped
Yeah.
his own
Oh, fuck you. Anyway, no, because you
Ryan's
know what?
crack pipe
If
was
I
one
was
of
gonna
those little
smoke crack, I'd
wristbands
smoke
on
out
Yeah,
of a
right.
big crack pipe. This one was broken on both ends. They tried to bust it a little bit before they left. They tried to
Yeah.
fucking slip it out
Right,
the
right.
pocket before they left. And I just walk over and I just see this black stain looking thing in the corner of the fucking seat. And I'm just like,
Like, I know what that is.
oh, that's a crack pipe. You know, like, and I'm just looking at it and I like, in that moment, I'm
Did you
just
walk
sitting there
out
and I
and
see
say
the
you forgot
kids.
this?
What?
Did you walk
No,
out?
no, no. I stood like next to the table and I just looked back and went. And they were just standing there. My manager was just like, "What?" And I'm just like, I just turned
There's
to
a
the,
crack
I
pipe,
turned,
boss.
no, I
There's
didn't.
a crack pipe.
Yeah. But I just turned to the server. I was
Attention,
like, "Don't let
crack
anybody
pipe."
come near here." And
You
I
know,
just
those
walked
three
over. I'm
were-
like, "There's a crack pipe over
You're gonna
there."
want to keep your kids away from here
Yeah.
on account of that crack
Yeah,
pipe.
but no, but these dudes
No, he's like, no, it's fine. Stay away from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the
That's what I
crazy
should have
tape
done.
out.
But you know what I did? I fucking stood there and I looked at my manager and I said, dude, there's a fucking crack pipe over here. And I kept those two little kids and I was just like, I'm really sorry, guys. I hope we didn't like interrupt your meal. Just give us a minute. You know, I'm like, really, really sorry. I'm talking to the dad. You know, just like, I'm really, really sorry. There's a couple of people who are acting fucking weird in here, and like, you know, the cops we're just trying to make sure everybody's safe and blah 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 blah.
Don't
blah,
say
blah.
fuck in front of my kids.
You know, no, the guy was he was really nice. You know, he was really cool about everything. But dude, like, I would have been pissed. You know, like that's fucked up. Like you gotta go. It's like Saturday morning. You gotta take your kids out to fucking dinner, and you're sitting next to a bunch of crackheads ditching broken glass fucking crack pipes all over the fucking seat.
Hypothetical
This is
situation.
America.
Like, that's fucked up.
Hypothetical situation.
But yeah, basically, I found the
let it
evidence.
go.
Sorry, you know.
But hypothetical situation. You've got, you know, say a few lines of coke on you. You're in the bathroom. There are 2 cops on the other side of the door. You know they're there. You've got to get rid of the coke. What do? Snort it on the top of the toilet?
Lick
Or-
your finger.
Fuck that.
Or drag it into the
Fuck
ball.
that.
Or drag
I
it
leave
out.
it in my pocket, and I go out and put my biggest smile on, and just go, fuck it. I'm out. You know, they either busted me or I'm keeping this shit. I'm not dumping nothing. Fuck that. Hell no. I'm not dumping nothing.
And then the
I'm
chicken
gonna
won't
step
on
right
top
out
of
of that stall, just like, good evening, officer.
your
Good job you're
materialistic
doing
All
for
right.
the community.
So you're saying
you have a great night.
I'm moving on to a news story.
Yes.
Here we go.
But yeah, so I thought that was fucked up. I had to send 2 people to jail, basically.
Woman jailed 7 years for shooting McDonald's after drive-thru fucks up her order.
Say what?
You said it
Deserving.
as if McDonald's
That's
is
alright.
a person.
Well,
Yeah.
she was shooting at the window, I suppose.
She shot a gun at the window.
they
because
didn't give
were-
her
Yes,
Damn
lock her up.
barbecue
Good,
sauce.
good. Lock her up.
One at a time,
Lock
one
her
at a
up.
time.
These
Go
people
ahead.
making $15 an
Okay.
hour. I mean,
Yeah.
They are not making
they're taking
$15
bullets.
an hour.
They're taking bullets for Happy Meals.
They are not making $15
She asked for an
an
extra
hour.
pack of barbecue sauce.
Let Daniel Danson
Right.
go.
Replace them all with robots.
It's like-
I know, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, no shit. Dude.
I-
You ain't lying.
To me, I can almost relate to that because I don't know if you've ever been through a drive-through where you get the nastiest fucking drive-through person in the world,
Yeah.
or some person
I
that
still
just
wouldn't
doesn't
shoot them.
understand fucking English,
Right.
and you're trying to get your order, and they keep getting it wrong, and they're getting it wrong, and
you know they're rubbing the
and
burger
the
on their
anger
balls.
builds, and the anger builds, and if you did have that gun, would you use it?
I mean, even just to wave it around.
Yeah,
You know, like.
I'd park my car and go inside and just.
That's why I'm all for
This
it.
is what I want.
Dean, you go next.
This is why I'm all for the $15 minimum wage, because you don't hire that person at $15
Yeah,
an
exactly.
hour.
That's
That
what I'm
person
saying,
sits
yeah.
somewhere until
You want to
they
pay
learn
people
life.
shit and treat
Like,
them like
oh,
shit.
until
You're
they
gonna
learn
get
to
shit
completely
people.
assimilate. They sit somewhere while somebody else who's worth $15 an hour gets hired. So, and
Lou,
they
what
can
did you
afford
have to say? You were
their
saying
own-
something
Well done.
earlier.
Absolutely
man,
well
you
done.
know, I find it bullshit when you want an extra packet of barbecue sauce and they charge you.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
What the
what
fuck is that
fucking-
shit
They
about,
charge
dude?
you. I'm like, really?
Listen.
You know, back in the
Like,
80s
Wait,
and
no,
90s,
no,
barbecue
no,
sauce.
before that,
$10
listen,
McDonald's salad, but I
guys.
can't get 2 different
Let me
sauces.
get-
Yeah, like they
Guys.
charge you. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Listen, when I was a little kid, I was 5, 6 years old, and my mom let me and my brother walk to McDonald's. This is back in the early.
Hold on, you could just walk there and your parents didn't go to jail?
Yes.
These are crazy times.
This is back in the 60s. We walked to McDonald's. I had 25 cents. That means I can get a cheeseburger because cheeseburgers were 25 cents. I went to McDonald's with my 25 cents. I ordered a cheeseburger. I get the fucking cheeseburger. I open up the cheeseburger. There's no ketchup or mustard on the
Those
cheeseburger.
bastards.
Yes, I walk back up to the counter. I says, "Sir," as a little kid, "there's no mustard."
Right.
Says, "That'll be a nickel."
Ooh, a nickel.
So that's when
for
it started.
And I was like,
One-fifth
I
of
mean,
a
me
burger.
being a 6-year-old kid, I'm like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
a nickel?" And
Say
there was
what?
a lady, and there was
And
a
that's when
lady
you pull out
behind
your
me.
gun.
That's like 16 milliliters.
No.
That's
No, fuck this!
Yeah. There's a lady. My brother's like this. He's a year older, but he's going like this, and I'm like going off on this guy because of the nickel ketchup. And the lady behind me, listening to all this, finally goes, "Here, son. Here's a nickel. Get your ketchup," and just gives the guy the hairy eyeball. And we're both looking at the guy with disdain, like
Throwing a mad shade.
nickel ketchup.
When I went to England, the fast food restaurants charge for ketchup and stuff.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
ridiculous.
ask
Why?
for
It's
a
absurd.
side of
Dude,
it.
they
Right.
do. They pay
And
like
mayonnaise,
probably like
that's
a
what it was. I
cent
asked for some
for the
mayonnaise,
package
I
and
didn't pay
stuff.
for
So
it.
Let me tell you
Yeah, at
something.
McDonald's.
Charging for ketchup and mustard, barbecue sauce, that kind of shit, it ranks right up there with paying for parking.
Yes.
When I gotta go to Red Bank or Belmar and I gotta pay for parking, I'm like, do you want me to come here and spend money on the businesses around here or not?
Yes.
This is ridiculous, dude.
You want to start a war?
Let's start a war.
Start a war. Why don't you get every Starbucks to charge for sugar?
Ooh, wow.
Charge
I
for
never
sugar
thought
at a
about
Starbucks? Holy shit.
Because
the
God
whole
knows
world
you
would
need a-
implode.
You need a lot of sugar for
I
Starbucks.
expect the condiments to be free when you're charging like $12
I
for a
agree.
meal.
Yeah.
Same thing when
When
you go to McDonald's. You
It's
buy,
the
you
same
pay like
Whopper
20
they had
bucks
in the
for a fucking
60s that was
burger.
50 cents.
Right.
Now it's
It's
$9.
literally the
I have
same
gone. I've gone to
Condiments
Quick Checks.
should be
I have
free.
gone to
From
Quick
the same
Checks,
batch of cows.
and this is true. I've gone to Quick Checks where I mean, personally, I like Splenda in my coffee, and I usually get about 6 Splenda. While I go over to the coffee bar, I'm fixing my coffee. I reach for the Splenda. There's no Splenda. The Splenda bin is empty. I go to the other side because you usually have 2 bins. The other Splenda bin is empty. I walk up to the guy at the coffee bar. I say, "Excuse me, there's no Splenda." They go, "Oh, we're sorry. People take the Splenda, so we keep it behind. We'll give you a few packets. How many do you need?" I'm like, "Are you
It's
fucking
like they're giving you bags
I'm
of
like,
meth.
Yeah.
How
it's
many
like,
you
it's
want?
like- It's like, are you fucking
You gotta
kidding me?
ration this.
Yeah, right.
People steal
These are the
this
dog
shit.
People
times.
steal Splenda.
Yeah.
Hashtag Splenda.
People steal Splenda. What the
That's
fuck
insane.
is with that?
Yeah.
It's like
It's not like it's hard to find.
It's
Like,
like, you know what one of the most stolen things from a supermarket is?
Hmm.
Tide.
Really?
Apparently selling Tide on the street is like a big fucking deal. And so people steal it by like the fucking pallet.
and they sell it on the black market.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
black market
laundry
Tide.
market.
Wow.
I can't
You
wait
know-
till I see the black market truck for Tide.
Right?
Now I'm like
I
gonna
do
go
the
and
big
go to
overcoat.
shady areas.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like,
of,
well, how much
York
Tide
and
you want?
Yeah.
Do you know that Greek?
Parsippany.
You know that
I'm just
Greeks?
gonna hang out and like
You know that
wait
Greeks
for
love
the van to
Windex.
come up and be like,
Greeks love Windex.
Greeks love
You got-
Windex.
You
If you
got
do
your
a
laundry
Greek
needs
wedding,
this week?
and I'm serious,
yeah.
if you do a Greek
Got
wedding
sons.
and you have a bottle of Windex on your DJ console, you are the man. They love you.
I saw the movie.
And
That
it's
big
true.
fat Greek
No,
wedding.
it's
Yeah, there was
true.
a whole
No,
thing
it's
about the
true.
Windex.
Really?
It's absolutely true. And it's the reason it's so funny in the movie is because it is that true. They have this weird
I had no idea it was
obsession.
actually true.
This weird obsession with Windex.
Why?
Do they
It's
like
weird.
take shots of it or something? Like, what's going on?
I think it
They put
reminds
it on everything, man.
Jesus.
I think the color of the Windex reminds them of their home or something. Maybe the beach.
The marbly
The
blue.
chemicals.
Yeah, the marbly
Yeah,
blue.
right.
Yeah.
This is,
Oh, yeah.
conversation is strayed from anything I can relate to. At this point,
Try to make a connection.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
That's all you can do.
Trying. The neurons aren't firing.
You
some
better
more
have
beer,
another
man.
beer,
Yeah.
man.
You don't
Some
put
more beer in the cooler,
Windex
man.
on
We're
your
gonna have to
Yourself,
do it more.
man.
So crazy.
So let me give you something to chew on. Something to talk about. In the news,
hmm
I go searching for fucked up things in the news.
Yeah, you sure do.
Things
man.
that are different, weird. Thank you, Woo.
You sure do.
Thank Woo Woo.
Your name is Woo.
Woo.
All this time I was sitting next to a Woo.
Yeah.
No,
You
his
probably thought it
real
was
name is like
Chan or Damson or.
Timothy
I
McGinnis.
don't-
Timothy McGinnis. That's my
Yeah,
real
he-
name.
He actually has
He's
the
the
most.
most
He has the most
Irish
Irish name in the
name.
history
He
of
could have been a
mankind.
Samoan prince.
He
I
can
wouldn't fucking know.
can
People
I've been
always
called-
think you're Samoan.
I've been
Irish.
called Samoan before.
That and what's the other
You're
one?
a big guy.
He's
I've been called
Irish.
Samoan.
Manchurian.
Manchurian. I've been called all sorts of stuff. Fucking Genghis Khan and shit. I'm
He's
like,
Irasian.
Yes.
half Korean, half Irish.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my full,
Oh my God,
my
unity.
full legal name?
What is your full legal name?
Thomas John Lynch.
You sound like a politician.
See, when you guys shook hands, that was a real moment because Wu confidentially confided in me a minute ago that he was off-put by men with nipple piercings.
No, I didn't say
Oh,
that.
are you now?
There
No,
was-
I always thought it was weird for guys. Women, yeah, women is cool.
Oh,
but
yeah?
Men to get nipples.
This
I'm
is
like,
not a place where we have secrets.
I figured we could
Oh,
talk
yeah, but
about
you
it
have
live on
skulls
the
on
air
your
because we
nipples.
talked about it.
I don't have
We talk
skulls,
about
but I could
editors.
upgrade.
There you go.
Later, we'll
Anyway,
Later we'll all play with
we
our
need a
nipples.
subject.
have a nipple plate.
Give us
party.
a subject.
Thank you guys. I'm not
Yes,
gonna
tell
sleep
us
good
your
tonight.
stories.
I'm gonna have many
I
nightmares
need
tonight,
another
fellas.
strange news fact. What do you got?
Man in wheelchair Rob's bank
Oh, I saw
remains
that,
at
and
large.
way to go.
Nice! Yeah!
Rolling.
I know how difficult that is
They
to
can't
pull
catch
off.
a man in a wheelchair.
Nope.
That's their fucking problem.
Wow.
Yep. Right.
Good for him, man.
That's what I said.
Do you
I
have
hope they
any
never
details
catch
on
him,
how he
man.
got
They
in and
never-
out? Was he like,
That's like
Well,
man
Not
with
through
traffic.
the
had
rotating
accomplices
door,
with him?
That's like
he was
man with
tethered
traffic
to
cone hat robs
a
bank.
pickup truck. And he
This
was-
is-
Well, we talked about a couple weeks ago, a guy robbed a bank.
load up the back of the jet. Go, Jimmy, go!
And he's just like,
Yeah.
right.
You can
A
do
couple weeks ago, we talked about a guy who robbed a bank.
Yeah, there's a full
with
chase
a
where he's,
giant
like, just
bag with a
leaning
big
back and
money
forth
sign on it.
while
I'm
being
like,
pulled
that
by
guy's
this pickup
amazing.
truck.
Just
Oh,
one
man.
at a time.
comedic fucking genius.
Wait, what?
The dude that robbed the bank with the big bag with the money sign on it.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant.
That's the greatest thing. Like,
was
that
brilliant.
guy, I don't even think he's a thief. I just think he's a comedian. Like, he's
Don't you
fucking
kind of
hilarious.
feel like the law is becoming such comedy that people are getting arrested now and they don't give a fuck? They're like,
No, I think
yeah, of
most
course
people
I'm gonna
are
carry
worried
a bag
about
with a
getting
dollar sign.
shot and their dog
Yeah, getting
fucking
shot,
murdered
yeah.
because they
That's so
sneeze.
funny.
Well, the whole thing went like this. Police in New York are searching for a suspect in a wheelchair who rolled out of a bank with $1,200 in stolen money. The alleged
Nice.
bank robber approached a teller at the Santander Bank in Queens shortly after 2 p.m. Monday with a note demanding cash. They even got him on surveillance cameras and they can't fucking find him. And somebody said, it's a little surprising, a man at a nearby store told CBS New York. I thought it was a joke at first until I overheard all the police coming in. I realized it was something serious. There's nothing serious about it.
I believe it. I believe it's
Owner from
pronounced
next door.
Santander.
Did they at least find the chair?
They got surveillance for this guy just like, he's just,
I mean, I can see a guy like acting like he's like, paraplegic or whatever,
Yeah,
walking
right.
walking in,
Right.
and then as soon as he gets out the door, he gets off the chair and splits.
That's what I was thinking. This whole thing
You
was
know.
a clever ruse.
And let me tell you something else too. Pushing when I have to push her around in a wheelchair,
That
fucking
lazy
wheelchair
bitch.
accessible shit is not like up
Dude,
kept.
So
Like
he's
it's
had to have gone to different banks to find
Like
the
you
one
can
that's
roll up
most
it.
handicapped
It's a
accessible.
2%
yes,
grade.
right. He had to find a handicap accessible bank
Bank
because a
to
lot of them
rock.
sometimes they'll just slap a post-it note that says out of order. You're
Yeah.
fucked and you can't get in that bank. I'm
fucked
dead
up.
fucking
That's
serious,
fucked
dude.
up, man. That
It's
really
either
And,
is.
2 or 94% grade on all
Yeah,
handicap ramps.
So, but this guy actually managed to get in the
Or
bank,
you could just
drop
run
the
up
note,
and pull her up the
Where you're
stairs
going like
Well,
this.
and I
like a
do-
real man.
face. I know that. But this person knew what bank to get into and get out of. Man, they rehearsed
Good
this.
for him,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
He did his
every-
homework.
Because when there's a camera at the end of every block, on every turn, everywhere,
You can't
and a
walk-
guy in a wheelchair's just like, fuck this.
Yeah, right.
If,
He's got a
I'm gonna be
fucking-
disappointed to find out that he wasn't tether roped to a pickup truck because this is the only
He's like,
scenario
go,
that
go,
I can
go,
picture that.
and people are like that was
Oh
literally
my
Like
like
God,
fun
what?
that I'm
Yeah,
into
remember
and I'm
that?
watching for more
That
than
works.
4.5
like a
minutes.
fucking zip line.
yeah,
rocket
yeah.
chair.
Fast and the Furious.
rocket chair, wheelchair rockets. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
All
There's
right.
so many ways you could go with this.
Then why not make a hover chair?
I would say.
Hover
Happened to the
chair.
By the way,
hoverboards
we have
and
to make
robots?
hoverboards
by the way,
They're
hoverboards.
making
Hoverboard. No. Yeah, but there's a lot of bullshit. But recently, Lexus just released a hoverboard. That they're-
I
that they're
heard
working
about
on.
From
Lexus.
Lexus, great.
And
But
Lexus
it looks
says-
massive
Like,
though.
really
Like I saw
No.
the prototype, it looks
They
massive.
perfected it.
Did they?
Yeah, it's
Alright.
really slim and shit. And so they have like teasers online, but Lexus said, all it boiled down to is just developing the technology to do it, and
That's
we
what
did it.
everything boils down
Yeah,
to.
everyone,
What?
every company's been trying that for like the past decades. Or
Lexus
more. Come
claims
on.
they did it, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
We'll see.
Lexus is a bullshit artist.
Yeah, I
So
think
now a bunch of
that.
lucky
Yeah, I think they're a
cars
bunch of
Nice
lying
ass cars.
motherfuckers.
Hoverboards to
I'm
keep
sorry.
up.
Yeah, you buy our car, we're gonna give you a hoverboard. It's gonna be in the
So
Oh,
if you
dude,
get
if
like
that-
a Kia
no, if
Forte,
that
was
you
put
get
our money
the
together.
shit.
I'm gonna buy a Lexus, baby.
Hey, well, they're taking away
Hey, I
your
just
spare
buy-
tire. They might as well give you something.
I'll just buy a wheelchair
You got
and
a
rob
flat
the nearest
tire.
bank.
Float on home, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna give you 4 hoverboards. You can just ride that car in.
I want like a
And a
hover.
hoverboard for my bag of money.
Yeah.
I want a hover Segway.
Oh yeah.
Do they come
Like
diamond
Bart the mall
encrusted?
cop on
I want a
hoverboard.
diamond encrusted hover Segway.
Yes.
There we go. That's Merkin right there.
Oh yeah.
That's Merkin. All right.
Being on a wheelchair on those
my
moving
God.
sidewalks
Right.
in the airport
Yeah.
is the weirdest feeling.
Going against the grain or with the grain?
With the grain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
got-
I imagine it's
fucking-
fast
you,
as
you
balls.
have vertigo?
You know what?
It feels weird
If you
Sometimes.
have vertigo, you can't walk on one of those moving
Oh,
things.
so
feels
weird.
weird.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
It
Your
feels so
whole
weird.
your whole world just goes.
You
to
know what
shit.
started
Try
happening to me?
running on it. Like running on it. I did that one time. I almost
Yeah,
fell
dude,
on
you'll
my
fucking eat
face.
shit.
On
You'll
my
eat
face.
fucking metal shit. But you know what started happening to me recently? For some reason, out of nowhere, I am just afraid to drive over bridges.
Over
Can
bridges.
you do me a favor, man? Dude.
Are you going toward the
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yes.
Ryan, leave your hair just like that.
Okay.
Take both hands like this, and go like this,
Now,
Like
now
this.
I'm
like
questioning.
this, like this. There you go, Hitler.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
No, it's Hitler with a tooth.
Worth it.
If that was the first time I've been called Hitler.
I'm sorry. I mean, nothing personal, man. Nothing personal.
It's because he hates Jews.
Yeah, no big deal.
You made him uncomfortable, dude.
I'm talking about Ryan.
Oh, right.
Oh wow.
You made the rest
That
of
was
us
very
think
awkward.
And I like how when I said it was about Ryan, everyone's like, oh,
Oh,
that
whatever.
makes sense.
I do hate
It's okay,
everybody.
it's okay.
I hate everybody equally.
I'm sure there are Jews out there that I hate, but I don't hate Jews. I mean, like,
Okay, hold
you
on a
heard it.
minute.
That's not the reason that I hate them. It's not because they're Jews. It's
All right,
because
you
they're
keep your
shitty people.
anti-Semitic bullshit to yourself.
Can we
Oh,
move
whatever.
on? Can we go?
Jesus.
You're anti-Semitic bullshit.
We're segueing.
We're doing segue.
All right.
Going to
Stuff,
the next thing
Man
right
busted jerking off in library while wearing headphones.
Why does everybody like to masturbate in libraries?
I mean, yeah.
What else are you gonna do in a
Yeah,
library? Read
now. I thought
books?
that's what they were
Yeah,
still
read
there
a
for.
book.
Like,
Do they have a porn section?
I don't.
Microfiche.
Well, if you can bring a laptop and your
Oh,
phone
the
now, so there's a
National
porn section
Geographic.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's the porn section.
Yeah.
National Geographic.
National Geographic. God,
Yeah.
it's hot.
That's the world's first
now that they're
porn.
wired
The
with
hot
internet.
women
But it
of
doesn't
the-
really make sense.
Like,
Why
in
would a
this-
library even need to be wired with the internet? Everyone has the fucking internet. People need
Yeah.
books.
Huh?
People do need books.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can just read
so-
books online. That is
so
true,
just
like on a
take the-
tablet. That is true,
Take
man.
the computers out of the library. Leave the
No.
books. 'Cause-
No, you know what it's gonna be like? You know what it should be like? Just like, what was it, an episode of Futurama? It was like, you know, like, it was like a segment like way in the future. Man walks into like a library. Big, gigantic library. You could imagine like, you know, thousands of books. And they have like a podium. Like one book is fiction, non-fiction. It's like a computer tablet. Like that's all it is. Like all the world's books into a tablet. That's how it's gonna be.
That is how
That
it
is how it is.
That's how it's
That's
gonna
what
be in
the
our
Kindle
future.
is.
That's what.
All
Yeah,
the
but
li-
that makes
all
for
the
bad
libraries could
libraries.
be
You
empty.
take
Yeah.
out the
You have two, fiction,
iPad, you play
non-fiction.
Angry
But I mean,
Birds.
who
you
wants to
return
as
it
an
before you even
Encyclopedia
read it.
Britannica anymore? I mean, libraries.
As technology progresses,
Yeah.
the thing that really pisses me off is like I just went recently into the Verizon store. And I don't know it's with Kindle and with all these other. They keep on coming up with improving shit, but and they're finding reasons to charge us more.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
it's like I walked into a Verizon now. I have a Verizon phone, and I mean when it's time to upgrade, you get a free phone.
Yeah.
You got it. You know.
Right,
Yeah, locked
Sure.
into a
Everybody knows
3-year
that, yeah.
contract.
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
gotta
you
be
guys
responsible
sign up
for all
for
that
another
extra
contract.
money
Yeah.
that you
And when
pay
you go
for.
into Verizon, they say this phone's free, this phone's free, this phone costs this much, this much, this much.
Yeah.
There's always a couple, 3 free phones.
Yeah.
I went to Verizon 4 days ago. Not one fucking free phone in the place.
Oh, that is
They're charging by month for your phone now.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're saying, well, there's no contracts. It's better, no contracts.
That's
But they
bullshit.
don't. No
what
one
are they
thinks
doing?
about the
They're
phone
pulling the
part of
They're
it.
pulling the same
Never
shit that
anything good
AT&T is
for
pulling.
Verizon.
I think
I'm
that if you're
sorry.
paying for a service,
Yeah.
if you're paying for
That's the
paying for
company
the phone
fighting
service,
Yeah.
tooth and
they
nail
should
for
give you
us
the
to pay
fucking
for every
They should give you
megabyte
the phone,
of
but here's the other
internet.
thing.
I'm not going to say
But-
anything good about
And
Verizon. on
there,
this.
there's another big argument here
Thanks for
about what
employing my
hardware
one
you
friend.
own. Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
Oh, Verizon. Yeah, I don't have anything really good to say about that.
No,
so
me
I'm
neither,
just gonna
dude. I've
keep
had
my,
two
you know,
bad experiences. And
I have to
but-
duck them at kiosks because they're so proactive about their,
Very.
you know,
It's like it's like they're
about
trying to
the
recruit you to
reclaims,
their religion.
About the people that they say they owe money, that owe them money.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he.
calls every 10 minutes.
I was sorry. I'm just trying to recapture my thoughts.
mind block.
They're terrible for a lot of reasons. but-
They are terrible for a lot of reasons, but the one thing I hate about You know, it's like Apple products. Like you own that shit.
Oh my god.
You don't
yeah.
own that shit. You're like leasing the shit.
No, no,
Hey,
and
John
they-
Lackey, what's
and
up,
you pay
dude?
for
Hey,
every
welcome.
fucking
Hey.
Yeah.
pay for every
You've been
app.
activated.
For everything.
And they had
What's
no
up,
problem.
dude?
Apple's got no problem with you buying a $7,000 piece of hardware that doesn't work, and then they'll update their operating system, and it's not backwards compatible. They have no problem with.
She
making
had that
it
problem with
just
her
fit
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
dude.
Into
She upgraded her operating system, and it was terrible.
And yeah.
And she called them. She was like, "How do I get it back?" And they were like, "There is no going
Yeah,
back."
I mean, yeah, this is what he said to me. I swear to God, this is the bullshit he fed me. He said, here at Apple, we only concentrate on looking forward, not backward. That was what he
Wow.
told me when I said, I want my own
how we're
operating
taking your
system.
next dollar is
And I
what
said,
that means.
And I said,
Bill
well,
Gates,
what happens
bitches.
when what you're doing in the future doesn't fucking work and I don't have a goddamn choice but to go
I'm actually
backwards? He's like,
currently
I
backing
understand
Google.
your concern.
I really,
Yeah,
think,
right.
Like,
I really
no, you
hope that
don't.
Google's going to
Yeah,
do the right
they
thing.
understand
Yeah.
you're conservative. They
Yeah.
can never
Yeah.
fix it.
I don't have
Yeah.
really any confidence. I just think they'll be
See,
better
that's why
than the
fucking
worst.
Microsoft,
And that's
Microsoft,
right.
Microsoft is a little bit
That's
more
something
agree,
to
that's
cheer
just
for.
you know?
what
Yeah,
it
a little
is,
bit.
too.
But yeah,
I mean, like, you know, just
I
because
use
you can
PC
figure it
stuff.
out, you know, they're the
Not
tutorials,
Mac,
everything
I'm
that
all
you
about
do to figure it
working
out.
on hardware because
You can figure out what's causing the problem.
I stopped
try and fix it.
Yeah. So anyway, hold on. Bring it back in. So anyway, this dude.
Yes.
it is
This-
so pretty at first, but it's a lie.
That's what she
It's a
said.
lie.
All lies are
That's what
pretty
she
at
said.
first.
The
No,
cake,
she
the
said.
cake is a lie.
Who is this man?
This is John Lackey of SuperTeamH2.com.
How are you?
Oh, how
Hello,
you
sir.
doing?
I'm Dean.
John.
How you doing there, sir?
Nice to meet you.
Both these gentlemen
You
before
got
me
a
and
better
Austin talk
introduction
live
than the
till I
audience.
love it at the same. This guy swallows swords. This guy swings bowling balls from all sorts of holes in his body.
And when they come
And yes.
together,
It's
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Voltron is.
yes,
You guys see the video online of the guy who cut his friend's nose off with the fucking sword?
Yes!
What
I
an
saw
idiot,
that.
We
right?
can't not see those videos. Yeah,
I
that's-
can see.
Yeah, right?
it makes us feel better about what we do.
Listen, for every dumb
For
drunk
having
thing
not-
I've ever done, and
heard
it's a
that.
lot of dumb drunk shit,
You still have your nose.
I was like,
You still have your nose.
whenever you're with a group of people who are drunk and a samurai sword comes out and none of
Fucking
them
leave.
know
Yeah.
what to do with it,
party's over.
party's over, put the sword down, because that motherfucker just lost his nose. And what I love is, there's only two people in the background who realize what has happened when they see it, and they both go, like they're like, or like
everyone else is like
mortified.
part of the act.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, woo!
Yeah, everybody else
Chris
like
Angel,
that.
he's gonna bring his nose back next. No, just wait, just wait.
This guy's
Just wait.
nose,
It's good.
like flat against the
Give it a
face, just
second.
flipped
Yeah.
over like a door.
I'd be the guy in the back eating a thing of popcorn, like fucking dumbass.
They
We'll be
showed
like, I've seen this a million
There's a
times.
picture of that guy in the hospital
And everyone's laughing,
with
like,
his-
look at this
with
mother.
his fucking with a hole in his.
Is there really?
Did they
Did
reattach it or no?
I believe that they this picture was taken before they tried to reattach it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
reattaching it is like a 50-50 chance it's going to take or not.
Hold on a minute. So, John Wayne Bobbitt can get his dick cut off, thrown out a car window, have it chewed up by a dog, have it sewn back on, and do a porn movie. This poor guy's nose has got a 50%
Yeah,
chance.
I have a
And
story
it's a
about
clean
it.
cut.
50% chance because
Whoa.
it's a 50%
Okay,
chance
hold
whether
it.
or not insurance is going to cover
Here's
it.
something.
That's the only
Hey,
reason.
here's something that you
Hold on,
didn't know
bumping you
about.
in.
Here's something you didn't know about John Wayne Bobbitt.
Franken-
I
Okay.
lived in the Prince William apartments where that fucking happened in Manassas, Virginia. I lived in the apartment down from him.
What?
Yes.
One day he was outside whistling like he does, just whistling along.
My
And all of a
brother-
sudden,
My
Just
brother,
kicking a cock down the sidewalk.
my brother worked
Let's
for
all
the
go outside and play kick the cock.
My brother worked for the EMT service. Loretta Bobbitt
Yeah.
threw his dick out the window of the car next to a 7-Eleven.
Yes, she did.
The whole fucking fire department had to go on a dick hunt. They found the dick in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven. So as a joke, they did a chalk line around the penis.
We're gonna keep looking.
That's what I would have done. Yeah, right. There we
The
go.
manager,
We found the one.
after they got out of there, the manager went to clean the chalk line up. But they would sneak back and re-put the chalk line in it.
Yes, sir, detective. This is where we found the cock.
This is the cock in question.
The cock in question was found dead on
So
the
not
level.
only did he
He's like,
get
"Just
his
put it
fucking
back."
dick fucking cut off, she had it in her hand and threw it in the dirt.
That's right.
Dick in the
She
dirt.
threw his
A
dick
dick
in
Didn't
the
an
dirt.
animal chew on it? Like
I
thought
don't
it,
know.
I thought a dog chewed.
Yeah,
it.
I think that was part of the official story.
Yeah, but he did have it
You gotta think about
reattached and
all
did a
that time
porn
that she
movie.
was driving around like this, like, what am I gonna do?
She's like,
With this.
what am I
how
gonna
do I take
like,
care of this?
Like, I have
just-
it in,
just
obviously,
I'm not
I'm
a
gonna,
I guess.
obviously,
I'm not
I'm
a
gonna keep it in
doctor.
my hand from the time
I
that I
know
cut it
nothing
off
about
until the
medical.
point when I'm in the car.
Now,
Right.
this is a sort of
But
weird.
how do you compare a dick to a nose?
Dick knows. I don't know.
Okay.
You know?
It was just
Yeah.
someone
It
cutting
was a
someone else's
reconstruction
body.
surgery.
Here's how.
type,
I
yeah.
feel like the reattachment of a penis is far more complicated than the reattachment of a nose.
I agree. Yeah.
There's a lot more
Yeah.
inner plumbing, I would imagine, you'd have
Yes.
to line up and get right. Whereas the nose, it's just mostly cartilage and
but
skin.
the thing is cartilage can cartilage fuse together.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know,
a good.
That's
That's a
the
good
thing.
question.
Yeah. So to me, there's like a lot of things going on there, but
They could
should-
regrow
did
your
show the
nose in a
picture.
fucking petri
On
dish.
like
Yeah,
a
on the back of a
mouse.
mouse,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mouse.
Right.
Now, did
yeah.
you see the girl or had her? She had her.
If they
her
could
thumb
grow
cut
dicks in a
off,
petri dish, you'd
and
be
they
getting
replaced
emails
her
about
thumb
it
with her big
every
toe.
week.
That's pretty
I've-
common.
That's
yeah,
a weird thumb.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Did
do
you
that.
catch
They
that?
do that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, you know how like you have to turn a Corona over to get the lime to go up? That's the person you hand it to. Because I got skinny, weak thumbs. So when I try to cover the end of a Corona, it shoots out and hits the people on the
You and
table
your
next to me.
weak thumb.
I know. I know. I'm weak thumbed.
Oh,
Dainty
man.
wrist.
Oh, by the way, we brought something for you guys to look at.
Okay.
This is a sideshow thing.
All right.
This is something that is very, very, very rare, and it is it's actually, you know, we were talking about medical stuff.
Right.
This was a creature that was found, and it's kind of weird. It's a piece of cryptozoology.
Okay.
If you would like to see it.
Yeah, we would love to
Definitely.
see it.
All right. Hey,
We're
Dean,
see a piece of
young lady, can you
cryptozoology.
grab that case down there?
Oh, the case?
Oh, it would have been beautiful if you just
Probably
took that out of your
not.
hat, bro. Here we go.
Don't open
That
it.
would have been awesome.
Don't open it. I don't want to don't let it out.
Yeah, don't let the cats get at it.
Yeah, we got enough idiots running around here.
Oh, you okay.
I can't lift
Oh,
heavy,
okay.
hard objects.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
the cats,
What finger?
too.
What finger is working?
They're the worst.
Oh, okay. Mine
No,
is this one right
the
here.
middle
Yeah.
finger, her middle finger is the one that
Middle
works.
You know what's fucked up about that? Is that when I get really angry, I forget, and I'll go like that to give him the finger, and I probably look like
This
the
is an awesome-
biggest fucking idiot. Yes.
Oh, it has
Awesome
a
Talk exclusive.
Oh,
This
yes.
is the amazing traveling circus sideshow.
We usually charge $1 for you to
charge
see
$1 to see
what
I
you're
have
seeing right now. So
no
this is
I don't have
$1.
$1. I have no
$1
dollars.
value.
Get your money
You're getting
out.
right
I'll
here.
get you an
There
IOU.
you go. Here's a dollar.
The
people
There you
on
go.
YouTube
There's a
got
dollar.
We have $1. Anybody?
I gave him $1. Someone else. Come
We're all
on.
covered.
I don't
This
have
is the
right.
strangest thing you'll have seen all day. Guaranteed, or your non-existent dollar back.
Oh, me?
Oh, I'm blocking the
Oh,
camera.
no, he is.
Way to go, John. Come on. Stop blocking the camera.
Okay,
All right. Are you ready?
Are we
Yes.
going to actually be
Okay.
Yeah, right.
exposed forever?
All right. Oh.
Isn't she lovely?
Isn't she lovely?
It looks like my ex-wife.
You should put your merkin on it.
Yeah.
Now close it up, close it up, close it up. Now try to describe it. Like
Yes.
as if you
All right. All
Right.
right. If
Describe
I
it.
tried to sort of like rotisserie cook something with very little meat on it, like say a starving pheasant,
Sure.
a big pheasant,
Yes.
Yeah.
almost a chicken-sized
Big,
pheasant.
ugly fucking pheasant.
A big, ugly, starving pheasant
Yes.
on a rotisserie.
A mutated one.
Yeah, definitely
Yes.
not fully plucked.
Okay.
That's how I would maybe, and definitely drizzled in hot butter.
Okay.
Hot
Now,
butter.
but seriously, if you had to describe this as a thing, what kind of creature would it be?
It looks like an old woman who deteriorated back to fetus form, but before getting there, she had bear clauds and fangs.
That's-
Yeah, and
I
if
know
you
that.
describe that to your friend, we would totally get his $1 too.
Yeah.
Because they would say,
All right. Well,
they
then
would
I say that's
this
a good.
is why
That's a
it's
winner.
called the what is it?
Right.
Because it gets the curiosity. going.
Behold,
But seriously,
the reverse old lady
you look at it-
with the bear claws.
It's worth $1. I mean,
Yeah.
if I had to pay $1
It
to
is
see it, I
definitely
would totally not ask
oddly-
for my $1 back. I would be all about.
That looks like my grandma. That's
Oddly-
it.
like a rodeo tail.
Hello,
Like
Laura.
a flipper kind of thing.
It looks
Yeah.
oddly chickeny in a rotisserie sort of way.
It has hair.
It does have hair.
But it
got
doesn't.
teeth.
Yeah, and there's
Has
no
teeth.
In the
teeth.
Sideshow, we call this a ding. This is the extra $1 that we get out of your pocket to see something like this in the show. We're giving it to you for free.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
Oh, then let me get my dollar back then.
Except for this fool.
Not refundable.
Very happy.
God bless the Koreans, right? And their loose pockets.
Come on, Will. We showed you his nipples.
You know, it's like he opened it a second time. That's what he did.
the least
Lost
you
the
could
dollar.
Oh, I can go
Listen,
Irish too. I
everybody.
can just say, I can also
Dates
say,
that
God
don't
bless
end
the
in Panda
Irish and their loose
Express.
pockets.
Agreed, agreed.
Well, Woo.
Okay, you go
Hold
right.
up, hold up,
Hey, dude,
everybody.
Hold.
Listen, Woo. That's a real PF Chang's type of guy
I
right
wear the
there.
party
man.
hat, and I can't not party.
I
now.
think if you took a chick to PF Chang's, you could sell that shit. So you'd be like, dude.
I
I know
own
this
this
menu.
fucking
I own
place.
this
These
menu.
are
I'm close
my
personal
recipes,
friends with Chang.
asshole.
I'm Mr. Chang.
Meanwhile,
These are my people.
Meanwhile, the dude's got a
you
Guinness.
could just call me PF though.
He's got a Guinness in his back pocket, ready to go.
Call me Piffy.
My friends call me
Piffy.
PF, but the bitches call me Piffy.
Listen, we're gonna take a break. What we're gonna see is we're gonna see a trailer for the upcoming Austin Talk live show at the Saint, which everybody in this room is going to be at and going to be performing at.
Yeah, it's
July 11th. So definitely check that out. We're gonna see a little bit of Ice in the Face, episode number 62, when Tony Tedesco was on, and then we'll be back about, I think it's about 23 minutes or so, and we will be back right here talking more shit about, I don't know what.
About what?
You'll see. I guess you'll fucking see. That's right. These nipples pierced. Go ahead. Cold cock whiskey.
I'll wait here.
Nipples are pierced too. I'm just
Holler.
not pierced.
That's got it.
Honestly, this is the best fucking time I've ever had.
Presents many a choice, and sometimes you feel there's so much coming at you, so much static and noise. When that happens, just stop, breathe for a second.
At the mic, we go. Oh, talking to the mic, right.
Bring my stuff.
Control was all around me. I'm under the
It also doesn't qualify everywhere. In Texas, you can still bang a horse, and it's not a fucking felony.
Only a horse
Yeah.
and a steer.
So I read something. There's a new feed on. It's not a new feed, but it's a feed on Reddit that I love, and it's called TIFU. Today I fucked up. That's what
Okay.
it stands for. And people write about things that they did that they fucked up. So The headline is, today I fucked up by chasing a dwarf back to his house.
Was he one of those little garden dwarfs? Was it move? Was this guy high on fucking PCP?
Here's what happened. It's a totally logical story that ended in a totally illogical place. This guy was doing like not door to door, but like
Dwarf to dwarf?
he was doing house calls to fix people's computers.
Were they tiny house calls?
Were they house smalls? You said they weren't house smalls. Dwarf to dwarf house smalls.
And so he went in and he fixed this guy's computer, right? And then he went out to his car. And he started to drive away. And as he's driving away, the dwarf comes out of his house and starts running after his car and waving hysterically at him. So he stops the car, and the guy said to him, hey, listen, I'm glad you fixed my computer. Now my printer isn't working. So the guy said, no problem. I'll come into your house and fix the printer. So he pulls over and he goes, I don't know why he did it. He goes, but the dwarf, he goes, maybe he just likes running, but he ran to his house and I just ran after him. He goes, 20 minutes later, I'm in his house trying to fix his printer and the cops knock on the door
Somebody saw
and
it.
say somebody reported
Chasing
you were
a dwarf,
chasing a dwarf down the street and you chased him into his house.
How many times has Mrs. Moore had promised to stop drinking in the afternoon? Well, the dwarf is probably running. It might have been a long driveway, so he has to run to keep up with normal
Well, I
pace.
thought the reason he ran is to get a head start.
Well, yeah, because
So the running would fuck him
scientifically, his shorter steps in the ending would be overtake him. The guy would be, he's probably all his life had guys waiting behind him, like, okay, dude, I'm waiting, but stop taking dwarfy steps.
I know what it's like because I have a limp. People are constantly waiting for me to catch up
Breathing
to them.
down your neck.
I've learned to be patient with walking. You know what I'm saying?
But this guy's fixing your printer. You don't want him to leave. He's already doing your face. I'm gonna get in there real quick. Maybe he had some fucking. Maybe now that the computer was fixed, he had some hidden folders of him fucking banging the garden gnome.
The chihuahua.
The chihuahua. Riding the chihuahua like a fucking
Hey, you know what?
Hoffa,
Don't think that the whole garden ornament thing isn't a problem either. There was a
it's a
story.
thing.
There was a story recently in the news where cops had like a 2-hour standoff with a fake snake. It was a garden
What is wrong
ornament
with
that was
that?
a snake,
Love it.
and they were all like, "All right, this is a dangerous."
Where was
snake.
this at?
I don't remember where it was, but it was wherever it was. There were human
It
beings
was somewhere
involved,
retarded.
and
So
somebody
basically anywhere.
Yeah.
somebody had guns and badges involved in this, and it turned out that the fucking snake was a garden ornament.
Was it like a gigantic cobra, or was it just like a little?
It looked like some sort of diamondback sort of rattler, maybe something like that.
Poison cement.
But goddamn, did that thing hold
Nobody's
still?
like, dude, it's not moving. Shh, be quiet.
Shh, be quiet, don't piss it off.
It's playing possum snake. It's a possum snake.
They're indigenous to this area. I don't know, that's a thing they say about snakes.
Yeah.
Indigenous. So what do you got, Sarah? Oh, all right. I'm going to move on to the next thing. I'm just going to roll right through these because this is a good time. Here we go. Let's see. Today I'm going to stick with the today I fucked up theme. So today I fucked up by making an observation. This is what he wrote. This was by T.S.
I don't know if you should give out usernames.
Okay.
I mean,
T.S. Elliott,
Isn't
we'll just call
normal's
him.
different? Those usernames don't
Right,
count.
It's on Reddit. Okay, so today I went to pick up my brother
Reddit's
from
not
elementary
really,
school. There was a little girl that was running around the playground, and she was squirting people with a water gun. And she ran by, and this guy was there to pick up his little brother. And she ran by and squirted the dude with the water.
So he squirted back with his penis.
And he yelled, "Oh, she's a squirter!"
Oh, now come on, that's what are you doing, Jim? Playing with your monkey? That happens
And
for
the
kids.
parents nearby gave him disgusted looks.
That's because they're fucking repressed perverts.
That's exactly right,
Okay,
right?
no, I told this story where we were going to Yankee Stadium, and at the time we were talking.
Wait, when going to the Yankee Stadium?
Me and my kids were at the time. I was gonna give some background. At the time, there was a big thing. Everything was monkeys with me and my kids. Monkey, yeah, your monkey this, your little monkey that, and I stopped where I work. I was working from home, but obviously I worked, and some of the guys were going. We're taking the ferry up there, and I'm taking my two boys, and they're like 5 and 8 or 5 and 7, and one guy comes out, the other guy Jim's in the bathroom a while, and Jim comes out, and Anthony yells to him, "What are you doing, Jim? Playing with your monkey?" And the chick smoking a cigarette goes, "That's disgusting." And Jim turned to her and said, what are you, a filthy whore? That's a 5-year-old kid. He means monkey. What the fuck do you mean? This is what he said. And she was totally embarrassed. So it was great. It was great. But then later on, though, this is unrelated to this thing. But later on, we take the ferry up there, and we all sit together. You all sit together when you're up there. Around the 7th inning, a relief pitcher comes in. He happens to be black. Yeah. But Anthony's just going, he just calls everybody monkey. He starts going, we used to have this chant for at the Jersey Shore Basketball League.
Right. And this is where you realize the chant's not a good idea.
Well, the chant we used to have was Daryl, by Daryl Strawberry. This was like in the 80s.
Yeah,
but any opposing player that came to the foul line, just the three of it. It started with the three of us at one game going, Daryl. By the end of the season, the whole place was doing it. We basically, but so he starts going, monkey, and everybody's looking at me. And I'm like, no, he's talking about a monkey, really.
And they're looking at you like you're a bad
like
father.
I'm a racist. Yeah, and I'm like, no. He watches a lot of fucking. He watches what was the Powerpuff Girls
watches
with the
Animal
monkey.
Planet all the time.
No, he watches Cartoon Network. And you can't go wrong with a talking monkey unless you're around a bunch of raciaphobes. The worst part was we had to drive back on the ferry with all these people, and we were all hanging together. And way back, we sat in one section, they all sat in another section. I'm like, and I'm not going to explain it too much. Like, I'm not going to be the guy protesting too much. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the thing is, though, I would have told the parents giving them a hard time about squirting. You know what? Go home and watch your fucking Riley report because that's what you need. Just leave it out of the playground. Okay?
Squirting all over the place.
You're squirting all over the place. You're lucky in this day and age. You're lucky he didn't take his piece out and squirt all over the girl.
Right. Exactly.
So just count your blessings and go home.
And you know what? Applause to Riley Reid for keeping the bush going. By the way,
my God, I had to revisit some of her chronicles. Fucking Narnia, man. Narnia.
She's nasty, man.
Dude,
that's a nasty chick, dude.
Here's the thing: is that to first see her, I didn't find her attractive. Her face so much. She kind of reminded me of the chick from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh my God!
All right, the face, but the nastiest. Woo.
Nasty
that
chick
is in one of my favorite intros ever. Though, you ever see The Goods? The movie The Goods. Where with the guy, who's the guy, Jeremy Piven? You know Jeremy Piven?
I know Jeremy Piven, yeah.
So he plays a salesman, and there's a bunch of other famous people in it as well. But the opening scene, you just gotta watch the trailer because he's talking about smoking cigarettes on an airplane,
right?
And I'm not gonna go too much. We'll look it up. But anyway, she was in that scene, and she was kind of sexy in that scene. She goes, "What's your name, motherfucker?" Because he gives this whole speech and just wows all the. By the end of the fucking flight, they're smoking weed. And anyway, it's the intro. The movie itself is kind of good. It's worth watching.
It's an interesting time nowadays, though, because porn stars can make the transition over now.
Oh, they do, thanks to Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Sasha Grey was on Game of Thrones, and that girl's nasty. Yeah, I'm talking nasty.
Well, Sasha Grey, it's not Sasha Grey. Belladonna was the original nasty toilet licking.
That gap tooth whore. Yeah. Oh my God, good Lord.
And then Sasha Grey sort of took that torch, and now I feel like Riley Reid takes it in a way that's like, she's sort of smiling through the whole thing, God damn, am I rich and you're a fucking idiot.
And Sasha Grey just loved it to death. Belladonna, she had issues. Yeah, but she was abused, man. But
you can tell.
You're right. But there are girls doing worse things. What's the one girl's name? I tend to focus on one or two, kind of like my girlfriend. Okay, So
I'm gonna read you an Is It Normal? Is it normal that I hate babies but not kids or children?
Yes. And no.
I agree. How normal do you think it is?
Like 90.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably pretty high for this site.
80% normal. And I'm
proud of you guys.
I read it, but I thought that the description was so worth reading. Is it me? Or am I the only one that hates babies? They smell, drool, poop, and their cry is like hell. I don't mind children. When my baby's sister came, I wanted nothing to do with her. My friend has had a baby, and whenever she asks me to come around, I say, sorry, I'm not available. Maybe another day, just so I don't hurt her feelings. One time I was at my friend's house. She is called Madison. Her baby, Charlotte, had a...
Wow, she's really keeping this anonymous, isn't she?
Had a blowout, and there was poop everywhere. I actually puked.
Now, so there's poop and puke.
Now there's poop and puke, yeah.
You can't even combine those two because they both sound the same, start the same way.
What's what she said? Poop. I actually puked, and in Cal Cap she says, puked. I hate babies. They're just little balls of shit.
I love babies, man. Babies are, because they're so malleable.
Go ahead.
When I was little, my mom's friend brought a baby over. And they asked my dad to watch it while they went somewhere. And my dad was
an interesting guy.
My dad was just the stereotype of an Italian. I I don't even know how to describe him, but anyway, the baby's diaper needed to be changed, and it was not something that was going to be waited on. And my dad tried so hard, and all I see is him running down the hallway to puke into the kitchen sink because he has such a sensitive stomach to any bad things, and just opening the diaper, and he was done. It was the funniest fucking thing to me.
And from what I understand, a baby's diaper after a shit is like a god-awful apocalypse in there.
I'm never gonna know.
Dude, put that into a sock and swing it into somebody's face is better than a roll of quarters.
That's it.
Not only that, it just works at so many more levels.
I gotta tell you, a roll of quarters, that's damage, dude.
It's not just physical damage, this is emotional damage.
A roll of quarters can take a nose off. I think people underestimate the actual damage.
But you know what? A sock full of diaper will make you wish it took your nose off.
Yeah. All right.
The bog of eternal stench.
So I read this article, and the headline was New Jersey. First, I don't know what the fuck this means. New Jersey warns residents not to eat sewer fish. Are things
Are there
so bad?
seriously people
I saw them at the
fishing
Hindu
in
market the
them?
other day next to the bath salts. It's the new it's designer Swedish fish.
Yeehaw, you might be saying free fish. And what's fucked up is they actually have. There was actually a news report by Channel 7 which showed a guy fishing out of a sewer drain and pulling, like, it looks like bass.
What do they want? They paint fish on the side of those things. What the fuck? Half New Jersey just can't read. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Half of the country can't fuck it.
Yeah,
More than
I'm just
that.
saying, it's
Are we so fucked up that we need a governmental warning that says don't eat anything out of the sewer?
Or are we so fucking desperate that we're gonna go and fish out of a sewer so we can eat?
And that's a
better
sadder
question.
story. That's a much sadder story.
You're bringing me down.
We are,
Stop. Can we go back talking to poop?
we are fucked up. You know what? I want to see Chris Christie eat a fucking sewer fish.
He is a
He
sewer
can't. He's not
fish.
in the state anymore, right? He's out. He's out campaigning. He's
He's always out campaigning.
Yeah, that's
And
a
campaigning
waste of
for what?
time.
Yeah.
Being a fucking piece of shit.
He's never gonna get elected, dude. He's never
For the
gonna.
love of fuck, dude. His era, his mentality and ideology are dead. They've been long dead, dude.
Well, you know what? That doesn't even matter. He is full of shit, and that's what matters to people. And they don't, what he did to the teachers union.
Yes,
his whole fucking obstination about fucking. I don't know if obstination is a word. His whole pigheadedness about pot is ridiculous,
What a
dude.
dick.
What a douchebag. And then the whole thing with the scandals where he's being petty and blocking people out of the George Washington exit and shit like that. That's just gonna come back and fight him.
That's like teenage girl behavior.
Right, and they were like, he was like, oh well, I didn't know anything about
For
that.
a second in my mind, I'm going, wait, he's dating a teenage girl. Maybe he's not so bad. Then.
But even that shit, it was just like, you know what, dude? Whether or not you knew about it,
but they found
you created a climate that was permissible
but
for
it
shit
came
like
out that he actually did know about it. He's fucking on memos and shit like
Of course
that.
he
What a
fucking
dick.
knew. Are
What
you
a
kidding
dick.
me?
Fuck that ass.
I don't
Fuck
give a
you,
shit
dude.
either way. Either he knew, which he fucking definitely knew, or he employed people that did that shit, and that's still his responsibility because he fucking employed them.
Right,
Well,
he
you know,
created
but-
a climate that was permissible for that behavior.
The Bush administration, the second Bush administration, kind of set precedent in that, and delegation of any sort of fucking culpability.
Right.
You know,
Totally,
Reagan
dude.
kind of did in a way.
Yeah, that scum fucking lying piece of shit.
Yeah, well, they all are. Anyway. Eisenhower was the last good president.
All right, I'm going to move on to the next thing. Let's see. Okay. So I talk a lot about... Hold on. I want to make sure I'm right about this. 2 accused pizza thieves. Okay. They allegedly attempted to sell stolen pizza pies to
Was one
police.
named Ryan Egger?
Wouldn't be surprised.
And the other,
Wouldn't be surprised.
what's George's last name for Negative Sky?
I always talk about people...
You could either eat sewer fish or buy some fucking stolen pizza for your family of growing children.
Welcome to the new economy.
The purloined pies had an estimated street
Purloined
value of more than
pies.
$1,100.
That's the street value.
Were they laced with heroin?
This was Alaska, okay?
Oh, okay.
So when
they had to be flown in from Jersey.
They stole frozen pizzas, and when they did, they called their local police department to try to make a deal to sell the cops pizza. Now, I want to just point out, these 2 guys
a lot
were
of meth in- there's a
29 and
lot of meth in
21. And what
Alaska.
do I always say? People right now, not of all time, but right now in their 20s, for some reason, are fucked in the head. And that's all their 20s. That's 21 and 29.
Yeah, but I think
and
that
those
happens,
two guys came together and went, hey, I got a great idea what to do with these stolen pizzas. Let's call the police and sell it to them. What?
I don't think that's limited to his 21 to 29 year
No,
old.
it's not limited.
It's not,
I mean,
but-
weren't the Greek? What is it, the Greeks who made the famous "I fear for the next generation"? The ancient Greeks. I don't mean the ones burning the banks over there. I mean the ancient ones. I mean, I don't necessarily know that I agree with that, but yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, but I know 40-year-old people that would do the same thing. I saw a guy in court the other day. Came to court drunk.
Wait, why were you in court?
For whatever, I was visiting people.
I'm just gonna put it out. I have had 2 criminal charges. Well, no, I've had 1 criminal charge. I guess maybe 2 criminal charges, and one was a complete falsehood, and the other was I took a hit for somebody else because she was an idiot and she worked for the post office. Oh boy!
But everything
You're a
else,
good dude,
I've been
Tony.
in court I'm in court every other day because when I get a ticket now, I've learned that you just go to court and they reduce it because a money making machine. I got and there's certain things that like I get caught driving without a license again, or I get caught talking on a cell phone again, I go to jail because early on I was the type that I was a firm believer. You do a crime, you go, you pay. We live in a society of rules, and I'm living here, not in Alaska. I'm not Russia. I mean, or not. I'm fine with the rules, and I didn't realize that there's a game in place. And so now I'm in court every other week. I'll tell you which judges you want to go in front of and which ones you don't. And I know that court is fucking on Thursdays and fucking on Friday mornings. There's 2 sessions, 7 and 10 o'clock in Asbury
Jackson,
Park.
I know that.
I go into Asbury Park, and I know Jimmy, the prosecutor, and Ron's actually a fan of my bands. So it's great, and I go in there, and like I said, I was telling you before the show, I went in for a ticket for driving down the wrong way. Now, mind you, the area was a wreck, and I would have been able to get out of it. The area was a wreck. They had roads shut down all over the place, but I didn't even have to say 2 words. I didn't have to explain why I was doing it, and they just. And it was no problem. The in and out, greased like a pig at a county fair. So anyway, the point is that I don't mind going there. There was one judge that I actually would recommend. He's no longer on the bench, but he would be great to go watch. Mark Apostolou. He was just for if I was an old guy, I was like, I wouldn't be feeding the pigeons. I'd be here Friday morning. So anyway, I go to court a lot. I pay attention a lot.
Next news story. Ready? Man shoots himself in the foot to see how it feels.
You talked about this on Awesome
Oh, did I talk about Awesome Talk?
We
I'm
talked about
sorry.
pizza thieving on Awesome Talk too, didn't we? But not that particular case, a different pizza thieving thing.
Then why is pizza thieving a thing now? I mean, probably because people don't have any money for food, but...
And some cultures, stealing a loaf of bread is not fucking stealing.
All right, I gotta
They
piss.
won't cut your arm off in fucking Saudi Arabia for
I
that.
gotta piss. I'm gonna go do that, but I'm gonna drop this on you first. Is it normal? Is it normal to feel that my nipples are trembling?
Depends upon whether there's a Celine Dion song playing or not.
Is this a female or a male?
Male.
Well, I mean, I feel like that there's probably a difference between how men and women's nipples feel for some reason, but I'm not entirely...
I'm sure there's all sorts of things between them, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, nipples are the same makeup, whether they're male or female, other than the milk part of it, right?
But there's more fat underneath it, I would imagine. I know there are men who have breasts and women who have very small breasts, but in general.
Not breast-related, but just specifically the nipples. I imagine there's just as many nerve endings and just as many, right?
But I would think that what's underneath it, it's like sleeping on a bed of feathers or sleeping on a bed of rocks, you know? So one is inducive to, what is that, like an electrical current. What's that called when you can transfer an electrical current well?
Electrocution?
No. Yeah. Like it has a high. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on the word because you're such a science genius. Is really because I'm going. All right, I know the word, but
I didn't
conductivity.
I was gonna say conduction.
Conduction. That's the word I'm thinking of.
I guess if your nipples are so long that they're like hanging down, then maybe they could tremble.
That's not trembling. That's other people are trembling. wait. That's right. Are your nipples making other people tremble?
Are you tripping over your nipples?
I've seen scary nipples before.
A nipple trip.
A nipple triple.
Yeah, dude, there's some scary ass nipples out there in the world. Terrifying nipples.
Thank God, because I see some nipples on girls that I should not be looking at their nipples.
They're weird, right? And they're not even in the actual nipple position. They've grown out and much farther across than they should.
And I don't mean to sound like unsophisticated.
Like a wide nipple?
Like unsophisticated. I like there's certain kinds of nipples I prefer.
Tight, like a small dish.
Oh.
Petri dish.
Okay, so we're talking about wide nipple. We're talking about like the salt.
We're talking
like
about some trembling, gigantic nipples.
Well, what's
Well, the nipple covers the whole breast almost, and it's sure it's not jiggling nipples.
dude? There's like what do you like nipples like dimes or nipples like fucking?
I like nipples.
like
I like nipples like quarters that fucking squeeze up into dimes when they're turned on. That's what I like. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
let me read you the description.
Do you like when they tremble?
Depends upon.
First off, I don't know what the fucking trembling.
I'd have to say, generally I like it when a girl's trembling. If I'm close enough to see she's trembling, yeah, I kind of do. If I can see her nipples and she's trembling, it usually means I've done my job.
Excitement,
If
not
there's,
fear.
like, I feel like it would be similar to like when someone's like, "Oh, look, I can wiggle my ears." Like it's like
Yeah,
that's
right.
a body part that doesn't normally move.
right.
Like you're
That's
gonna see
weird.
the
That's-
nipples
that's-
moving and be like, "Dude,
That's
what
what I was going
the
with this
fuck?
though. The trembling under certain circumstances, or something they could do
Like at will.
You know,
Yeah.
do we have any other information
Right.
there?
Well, she sounds like this is completely against her will, and
Well,
her
it's
nipples
a
have a
dude.
mind of her
And
own.
I'll tell you
or
what,
him.
this is the description. It's only 3
Are
sentences.
there jumper cables attached to his nuts that are
I'll
attached
tell
to
you
a
what,
battery
I
on the
always
other end?
wondered that though. See, my nipples are pierced, and I was wondering if I hooked up some jumper cables, what would that be like? I mean, don't
Yeah,
play it.
yeah, let's
I
try
don't know.
that out. I got a TENS machine, and we have some microphones and a camera.
Let's do it.
Say something.
And we're back. Hey, everybody, what's up? Awesome Talk. Awesome Talk Season 5, Episode 3 on June 30th, 2015. We're here. Chilling.
Are you sure? Yeah, we're here. We're queer. We're here. Go fuck yourself.
We're a little faded, no doubt.
Hey, you can't be in two places at once when you're not anywhere at all. Anyway.
You know,
Did
thank
he
you
say
very
two
much.
places at once?
Consciousness is split. Okay. So, right now what we're going to do is, and what you're going to do is you're going to get cold cocked with Awesome Talk. So what we have here is, we have this wonderful cold cock whiskey, which is one of our
I
sponsors
thought we were
tonight.
cold cocking dudes all night.
Okay. Oh, we cold cock like crazy.
Yeah, we
Right now
do.
we're going to cold cock in this particular way.
In the literal form.
We're also going to give a shout out to Nevermore
In the
Designs.
biblical version.
Nevermore-designs.com.
Stop sticking your junk in the freezer.
Yeah, right?
But I like it there.
But it feels so good.
We're going to cold cock the biblical
I apologize. I'm a label peeler, so you have Nevermore.
Ever Mo designs.
Mo.
Folks,
Evermore Desi Ig.
check out Cold Cock Whiskey
Pinkies
online.
out.
Pinkies out. Everybody's got their pinkies out. Hold on. Pause. Pose.
Who are you posing for?
Oh, I thought you were taking a picture, so I was going to get all posy.
You didn't. You
Like
were looking
Parker.
somewhere else. Lean in, Rick. I'm just gonna do this to fuck with you because you do this to every goddamn show.
All right. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Well, it's
Do
just
we
fair.
have to say cheese?
Nope.
Has it happened yet?
It
It happened.
Say queso.
Everybody, hey, you missed
Say
cold
queso.
cock whiskey.
Cold
Get
cock
cold
whiskey.
cocked with
Yes.
Awesome Talk.
Do
Here we
your
go.
health, welfare, and Social Security. Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, the sinuses are clear.
There you go.
Right?
All right,
That
so
is
we have the
smooth.
unbiased
But
reporter
no
right
burn.
here.
It wasn't. There was no burn. It was very.
No,
smooth,
it's very sweet and smooth,
It
right?
reminds you of like Red Stag. You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
it's
Like,
I can start
smooth.
making mistakes.
Hold on.
With
Let the
that.
man.
Pretty badass.
It's smooth, and it's a slight hint of citrus
Yes.
with a herbal kind of
Yeah.
of oh shit with that it's
Yeah.
like that. It's like
Does it get your seal of approval?
yes,
yeah, see?
absolutely.
Clinky,
See?
everybody.
I wasn't, see?
Cold cock
It's
whiskey.
not about, no, it's
The
about
bomb.
identifying.
I like the
yes.
burn.
Good.
I like the burn.
Yes.
That's what
It's
It
a
has
good
It has a
burn.
bourbon burn,
It's a-
too. It
yeah.
has the bourbon
Yes,
burn,
it has
you know?
a very
Like, an absolute
mellow
shit.
burn. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that.
it's nice. It's nice.
I drank Everclear, not Everclear. It was I was at a sawdust. What was it? Was a. Let me collect my thoughts here.
Please do,
Yes.
because I'm excited.
Oh. I'm glad somebody is. I was at a fiddlers convention when I guess I was 7.
A fiddlers?
A fiddlers convention
Nice.
out in North Carolina.
That was like
I went
fun.
with the whole
Not like fiddling.
Charlie
I
Daniels
feel
was there. The
Yeah,
Devil was
that's
there.
what I'm thinking.
A bluegrass convention.
Bluegrass convention.
Bluegrass, yeah.
And yes,
In
they
the
did
middle,
play the cover.
in the middle of a fucking field
Okay.
with 12-foot fence all the way around. It was a drug fest. I mean, they were selling drugs openly, like people holding up signs going LSD. And, I mean, it was literally like that. And they had like this circus tent, and they had these bluegrass bands, and you would go into these bleacher seats and watch the bands. And this guy goes, he has this leather bola bag, and he goes, "Here, dude, have some of this." And I'm like, "What is it?" He goes, "Just take a hit." And you know, I'm 17, 18. What the fuck?
Right.
So I filled my mouth with this shit.
Heathen. Drink from my bag.
Drink from my
Why not?
Drink from my yak's bladder.
drink from my manly bola bag. So I took a mouthful of this stuff and I swallowed it down.
What happened?
And it was liquid
I
peyote.
could not fucking breathe. It seized my throat up. I couldn't get a breath in or out. It's like my whole system locked up, and I thought I was going to die.
That means
and
it's working.
And at the
like a
Crestus,
PCP.
to where I thought I was going to pass out from lack of oxygen, my throat finally let go, and it was like, and that was my first time I ever tried white lightning.
White lightning.
Yes, that was real white lightning,
What do you make that
flavored
out of?
with just a little bit of sterno.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you are gangster as fuck.
Meth liquor.
Somebody clean.
It's meth liquor, basically.
Yes.
Damn.
It's highly concentrated moonshine made in the ways of the meth head.
Unbelievable.
That was like, I got so I don't even remember how I got to the van that night.
He's like, I don't think it's strong enough. Throw a can of butane in it.
You have the most interesting life.
Why?
Science.
Science!
Because science tells us so.
Okay, so we went to the Amazing Traveling Circus Sideshow.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that for?
What time is it? I started doing our sideshow. Okay. Long story short.
Okay.
13
we
years
want the
ago,
long story.
the Amazing Traveling
Short
We
story.
want the long story.
Well,
Definitely
you're
a
all
fortnight.
fucking night if you heard the long story. So I'm going to long story short. I was a circus clown back in the early 80s. Part of, in the circus, we had sideshows travel with us. The Hall and Christ sideshow is one of the shows that traveled with us. I ended up hanging out with the guys between shows, got to be friends with them, watched everything they did, took it all in, and then forgot about it. When I got off the road, forgot all about it. And then life went on. I got married, and I worked at the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. I was the lead clown there, and I did a bunch of stuff in the entertainment business. Worked the riverboats out in Keokuk, Iowa as an entertainment director. I was a game show host, traveled to colleges all over the country. Did a lot of different things along the way.
Jack of all trades.
Kind of, yeah. You have to have as many irons in the fire as you can in order to make a living in the business, so you do a little bit of everything.
Right.
But the thing is that one of the guys that was on Circus Vargas that hung out, his name was Ken Hark. And basically he was the coke dealer for the circus.
Nice.
I
Well,
didn't
there's
know-
gotta be
I
some-
did
there's
not.
gotta
Oh,
be
it's
at
gotta be.
least
You
one.
gotta understand.
There's always
I
gotta be at
didn't
least
know
one.
this at the time.
Right.
I mean,
had
who
no
goes
idea.
to the circus without coke?
You should wait. You should totally come up with something else. Like he was the pizza delivery boy. Wink.
Yes, he was. He was the pizza delivery
We all
boy.
know what
It makes
that
it
is.
sound like
Okay.
it's the start of a
That
circus
way,
Yes.
that way,
porn.
for
Yes.
circus
Yeah.
porn.
He was
But
the guy who brought us coke.
But anyway-
Wink.
But anyway, I'm at Seaside Heights doing a character that I do called the Mad Pie Man, where I statue wearing a giant chef's outfit and I throw pies in people's faces. It slaps back in my hand. It's a gag. And somebody mentioned, hey, there's a sideshow over at Funtown Pier. I'm over at the casino pier. They say it's at Funtown Pier. I said, cool. Let's go down there and check it out. And I go there and check it out, and the guy that owns the show, he's looking at me, and he's going, I know you. And I'm like, you do? I says, you look kind of familiar too. And it occurred to me, because I never knew what his name was back then. I always knew him as the pizza delivery guy. But he ended up owning the Brothers Grimm Sideshow.
What?
Yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, I got to be friends with Ken Hark. I hung out on the show for a couple of weeks, and then I forgot about it again. Okay, part of hey, we hung out for a couple of weeks and that was it.
Right.
And then I got a gig as a DJ working over at a place called The Rail in Bound Brook, New Jersey.
Oh, I know the rail. Yeah,
Sure.
I know the rail very well. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And they
fucking
asked
tore
me-
the roof off of that motherfucker.
And they asked me, what can you do besides what you do to make it more interesting? Because I was doing DJ and karaoke.
Right.
I said, well, tell you what, we can do some fire eating. So I learned that on the Circus, and I did some fire eating. Well, what else do you do? Every week, what else do you do?
Right.
So slowly but surely,
When was this?
this was like 2004.
Okay.
So you just had to teach yourself this stuff every week?
Like you're
Yeah, I
learning as
already
you go.
knew it, but I
Yeah.
never had a chance to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I already had all that information in me
Right.
because I worked around the guys.
Right.
You just never practiced.
I just never
it yourself.
practiced it,
Yeah.
yeah. So I decided to okay, so tell you what, let's make a bed of nails, and I made a bed of nails, and then we did the bed of nails act,
Yeah.
and then I made an electric chair. We did the Miss Electra act, and then I started making, and I said, let's put a backdrop. We need a backdrop for the show, so we painted a backdrop. And every week it was something added to the show, and then there was a ladder of swords.
So you're already into this as you went into this. You've already been in. Is this your first time you're learning as you go, or you?
Well,
already-
no, but
I had all the
you're
information from
you're
the years
refining it
past.
now,
Yeah,
right?
he
Now you're
never,
refining
never
it.
actually
Yeah.
practiced and did it himself.
Yeah,
He
now
saw
you're
people perform.
now you're
it.
refining.
Now you're
the
doing
act,
I
it.
know
Right,
the
right.
secrets because when you're hanging around the guys,
Sure,
you know,
sure.
you gotta
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
right.
everything works.
Yeah.
So I never
That's
had
awesome.
a reason.
Sit around people and
dude,
learn all
that's
that.
great.
Like,
Exactly,
That's
but
fucking sweet.
but unless you're in a sideshow,
Gurus, mystics,
you don't
and
have-
yogis.
Yeah.
So pretty
That's what I
much
need.
you were like an apprentice to all of the
And
trades.
coke
You just
dealers.
didn't know it. You just knew
Exactly.
everything.
Exactly. I just kind of knew it. So I started building my show, and then my show, once I got out of the rail, we decided to call it the Amazing Traveling Circus Sideshow. I was
That
at a
was
place
when he
called the
partnered
Toucan.
up with me. And
Yeah, and I was over at the
Right.
Toucan, and we were doing the show.
Right.
And Dean was a
And you
regular.
made this character.
He was a regular that
A
always
friend
came
of
to the
mine,
show.
maybe not me, was just distributing acid amongst the fans of this particular show. That I
Friends
was
do
going
crazy shit.
Once a week, we would come out and see this free show that was going on.
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
it had lost a bunch of the performers that they had dropped off from it because it was a free show. It was a thing that we
If
were
you're not
putting
getting
on
paid,
that
you're
was
not going to
just-
stay.
Right,
that was
right.
You're gonna do it
just
until it's not
for-
fun anymore,
For the
then
fans,
I
just
would.
trying to get people to come out, trying to have a good time, and yeah, but then we built it from there.
So, he came up and he said, I want to be in your show. And I said, well, are you willing to learn? He goes, well, yeah. He says, we'll be at my backyard and we'll start you off. So I showed him how to eat fire. He was already doing white poi, and he was an excellent white poi spinner because he was in the clubs. And I said, well, have you ever done that with fire? He was like, what? And I was like, I showed him a pair of fire poi, and I said, let's try this. And all of a sudden, within a couple of weeks, he was an excellent fire poi spinner.
So the Padawan became the master.
And then I trained him how to do the straight jacket, and we showed him the ladder
That's
of
cool.
swords, and and
What is the
everything
ladder of
else.
swords? What is that? What
Yeah,
is that?
dude, we saw it in the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You
He
tell
has
better
this,
than me.
this woman Janelle who does a ladder of swords.
Okay.
And she's like what you call it, belly dancing?
She's a
or-
belly dancer.
Yeah, belly dancing. And so they set up these swords that are. They show you that they're sharp because he throws vegetables in the air and shit and chops it in
Right.
half, right?
Yeah.
And then they set it up blades up on like a stairwell. And she, in bare feet, walks up these swords to the top and then walks back down. It's
It's
fucking awesome, dude.
It's sick.
amazing.
Yeah.
We do a lot of cool things on the show. So one thing we do is this is a mouse trap. I just happened to bring it. I don't know why I have this.
Why not?
on.
Yeah.
I've met the mousetrap.
Yes. This is a mouse trap.
Right.
It's a standard mousetrap. This is a Tomcat mousetrap.
Okay.
I generally like to use a Victor because everybody knows what a Victor mousetrap looks like.
Right.
But basically, a mousetrap is a mousetrap.
Sure.
The thing is with a mousetrap, when you lean this bar back, it comes down with about 1,400 pounds of pressure.
Sucks.
Thing is that being in the sideshow, people are always fucking skeptical. They're like, "No, you're fucking lying to yourself.
Yeah, sure.
There's something fake about this."
Right.
But literally, this is not fucking fake. This is a real mousetrap. And if you don't mind, I'll demonstrate it.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Show you the awesome power of this fucking trap.
Please.
There you go. If you raise back,
You want me to get a
bar-
cat?
Now you can hear
We can leave
the
the
power
tail.
of that
We can leave
trap.
the tail.
Right, yeah.
We're on the same boat.
I believe
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
okay,
believe
yeah.
you.
It's
Well,
strong.
I'll show you the awesome power of this trap. There you go. There you go. What's your name, man?
John.
John. Would you do me a favor? They say that pinky bone is the same
Yep.
size of the bone of vertebrae of a mouse. So would you stick your pinky right in there? And I just want to let you guys know this is not going to hurt me as much as it's going to hurt him. Are you out of your fucking mind?
They always do it.
They always put
They
the
always
pinky
do
right
it.
They give you the
Because I
opportunity.
assume you're gonna do
They
it in
give
such
you-
a way that it's not gonna
Every time.
Dude,
Dude,
he'd be
I would not.
a great drug dealer.
Dude, I would not.
I figured there's some. I mean, I understand it's
I'm
real.
sorry.
He was
My
like,
job
here comes the illusion. Here comes the illusion. He's already surrendered to you. He's like, you could tell him to rob a bank at this point.
You're like
He'd do
the
it.
evil
He's
David
already
Blaine.
surrendered to
On a
your
bank
whim.
in a wheelchair.
Tell you what.
He's like, I will do whatever the fuck you tell me.
Tell you what, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I wouldn't do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Do
first
it.
my liability insurance.
But
would
then,
cover
yeah.
this anyway.
He trusts you.
another-
But tell you what, you know what
He
I would.
trusts
You
you.
know what
Now
I would.
take your dick out.
You know what I would. You know what I would do though. How about if I stick my tongue into this trap?
Alright.
Would you like to see that?
I wouldn't like to see
You
it.
were an evil bastard.
You would too.
You would love to
Fucking
see it.
evil
Yeah, all
bastard.
right, let's see.
All right. What I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to take the business end of this trap. Hold it down.
His life is in
Hold
your
it down.
hands.
Okay. I want you to angle the trap up like this.
Okay.
Now
Oh,
I'm
shit.
going to place my tongue into this trap. At the count of 3, you're going to let go of that bar, and that bar is going to slap down on my tongue with 1,400.
I'm
pounds
so
of
glad
pressure.
that you were a part of this
I
show.
love it.
Right?
Oh.
And I just want to let everybody know you're all in the splat zone. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
That's cool.
okay.
Wait.
oh
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Wisdom.
But hold on, let her get a good picture. She's got to get a good picture.
You
Are
probably
you
want to
okay?
get
Take my
around
eyes,
this way.
but leave my beer.
Pretty much walked in.
Oh, go ahead. I'll give you room. There you go.
Give her a moment.
Oh, the anticipation's
Find a good
killing
spot.
me. Anticipation's
Don't forget to
killing
arc
me.
it up, John. Don't forget to arc it up.
Other than over there might be better.
Right here, actually, right here would be the best place.
Yeah.
There's a nice camera right
Yeah,
there.
Just and lean your way, Ryan.
I'm all up on this.
We're about to do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I am so
roll.
fucking
Ready.
sure. Here we go.
Ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is like Russian roulette.
Right.
Okay. Remember, that's a preemptive drum roll, Dean. I will cue you. Okay. At the count of 3. Hold on. I'm going to say, I'm going to count to 3. Okay?
1,
2, 3 days ago I did this. And we had a preemptive strike. Sir,
I'm ready.
Sir, you look nervous.
Don't make another mistake.
Yeah, right.
Look in
You
my
do
eyes.
look nervous.
Look in my eyes.
This is John Liker from Super TMH2.com.
Yeah,
Was it the brrrr?
That was really throwing me off.
Okay.
Don't mess with this flop.
Okay. Excuse me,
FLAH.
people. We got to get into the zone here.
Okay.
Sir,
Absolute silence.
look into my eyes.
Absolute silence.
John, you
I
have to
want
move
you
your
to
head.
find-
You're
Yeah.
blocking the chat.
Oh,
I want
sorry.
you to find your happy place.
Okay.
I want you to
Coming
think.
closer to me,
I want you to think of.
Just
and
nuzzle
then
up.
lean out.
Yes. I want you to.
Imagine. Okay, so.
I want you to think of puppies and kittens.
Okay.
Puppies and kittens.
So much better now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, I think we're ready.
Ready?
Hold it, nix that. This is a sideshow bit. I want you to think of puppies and kittens in jars.
All right, now we're
In
talking.
jars.
Okay,
Okay.
now we're good.
Formaldehyde.
Now we're good.
Okay, we're good.
Springtime.
All right, here we go. At the count of 3. Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Hey!
What are you fucking doing? Oh, the King!
You won't do it.
Beggars! Ah!
He'll tell you. You won't do it.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, man, give it up.
All right. Hey, John Lackey, you harmed another human being.
I can't believe
For no apparent reason. What the fuck is your
He asked
problem?
me to. He asked me
What's your
to.
problem?
Here,
He was begging for it.
Watch this. You know.
That was great,
That's
dude.
insane.
Dude, balls up,
That's
man.
insane.
That was fucking.
I can't look at you. I
That
can't
was
look at you the
nuts
same
out. That
way.
was nuts out. That was
John.
commitment, man. That
I
was
need
nuts
another
out.
one of these.
Nuts out.
Go for it,
You
my
go
friend.
right ahead, sir.
The sweat's
God,
pouring
that
off
was
me.
fucking. That was
yourself
brilliant.
my
By the way,
designated
just so
driver.
everybody knows, Daniel Hanson right now, he is drinking.
That trick was brought to you by.
You're just a little
that
whore,
tongue
aren't you?
thrashing
You're just a
was
little
brought
whore,
to you
aren't
by Cold Cock
Doctor
Whiskey.
King.
Oh,
Thank
good
you.
Lord.
Cheers.
Thank
That
you.
was nuts.
The fastest beer ever, though.
Well, that was impressive, though.
That was
I didn't
awesome.
think I didn't think he was gonna go through with it. He did.
Dean Formica.
God damn it, that was fucking epic. Very good, man.
Thank you.
Dean Formica.
Now,
Does anyone else
Dean.
want part of the last beer on Earth? Is that what's going on?
Well,
Yes.
I'll take 1 inch at the bottom.
All right.
Just 1 inch at the bottom, if you don't mind.
Now, believe it or not, Dean is
I'm
also.
good for that.
That's
I,
good.
there's only one thing I haven't trained.
Oh no,
in.
I still got plenty, man. Thank you.
Only one thing.
One thing you haven't trained in.
I have
Everybody,
not-
quiet.
I have not trained Dean to swallow swords.
He did that on his own.
No, no. He wanted to. He tried. He couldn't get it quite down. So I have a friend named John Red Lawrence Stewart, who was the man that I met when I was like, I think 7 or 8 years old. When I first met John, and he is kind of like a legend in the business. And
A
he,
pillar of the sideshow
pillar of the
community.
sideshow community. And I brought Dean to John, and John showed Dean how to swallow the swords.
Huh.
And John, just to let you know how good he is, he swallows a car axle.
A what?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah.
That's-
Sounds like he spent a lot of time on the Sunset Strip.
Most swords swallowed. Most swords swallowed in a day. Most swords swallowed in 5 minutes. I don't know.
Wow.
There's
So
He's
what
got so
what
many,
what
like-
brings you to the point where you say this is you're obviously, like I said, half of us went to see the show. You're great at what you do. So what brought you to that? What makes you swallow a sword? I don't know.
Well,
Go for it.
Well,
It was kind of part of the whole sideshow tradition is always having a real, honest to God sword swallower on your show. Like at all times, you know, if you want to be known as a real sideshow,
Yeah,
you
that's
have
true.
to have this act. And
That in the big
it was
lady.
something
he's
that
had a lot of
we didn't
girlfriends
have a ton
that
of.
have always swallowed for him, and he wanted
Yes.
to show them.
It's only
That's true.
fair.
It's also
Yes.
reciprocation. For all the ladies who have ever swallowed something for me, I swallow something for them. That is.
You
Wow,
are a good
it's-
man.
Top of that.
Are there a lot of women in your life that want you to swallow shit objects?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen Dean speechless. He didn't have a retort.
Nice.
From day one, pretty much.
He did not have a retort. But Dean,
It's a
are you
beautiful
going to
symbiotic
swallow a
relationship that we've
sword?
had. Sure, why not? Why not?
Oh,
You've
this
let
is
it in.
amazing. This is one of the most awesome things ever happened here.
All
we
right,
have drum roll and
Dean, get
everything.
over here.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Geggs, where's the best camera angle?
We haven't had the drink.
Is it going to a good one or?
What is it?
Dean, take off your hat.
Is it half naked across the bar? Is that the best?
Hold on,
best
hold on.
angle that we can do?
No, he's got to turn. He's got to
Half
turn.
naked across the
Dean,
bar.
There's no camera this way. You got to turn the other way.
I have to be the other way.
This is the camera.
Just stomp your boots all over the glass right there.
It's all right.
You see
It's all right.
anything
We have-
made of glass?
This is
just throw your
sturdy,
boots
right?
on.
This
Here we
is
go.
made with something that's like not just a bunch of cinder blocks.
This is pretty sexy.
and toothpicks.
Notice how he's licking the sword.
He was
How could I
licking
not?
Wu's fingers.
Something I've learned from
This
the
is-
ladies in my life.
This is the
I
sexiest
love
thing he
the forest.
does.
Ladies are good.
scratch.
Unbelievable. I'm standing behind him. It's not just a trick. He's really doing it.
There you go.
It went through. Well, I got a hole in my
Once
hand.
again, sir.
Now chug a beer so that we
Hey,
can see
sir,
the water
just want
fly
to
out.
let you know that you were in the
Clinky,
splash zone
my
as
friend.
well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm home. That's where I live. I live in the
He
splash
lives
zone.
in the
I'm
splash
always in the splash zone.
In the splash
If
zone.
anybody's gonna get hit by blood or guts, it's me. That's
Okay.
just how it's gotta be.
So, I want a question. I'm going to pose a question that I found online, and I thought this was a fun question. And I thought Sarah would particularly love this.
Oh no.
Who banged?
Did it go through?
Who banged more space chicks?
I
Han or Lando?
Lando.
Lando.
He had a city full of bitches. His own city full of bitches. Dude, Han Solo is working one at a time, bro. Lando was on some whole nother level shit. You got
Lando was an asshole though.
But yeah,
And
that's
let's get it straight. Like,
the assholes,
be boys with your boys.
The assholes get the most pussy.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Sarah, what do you think of all
Space
this?
Palace, yes.
By the way, for everybody who doesn't know, she is the foremost Star Wars expert on Earth. So,
Are you now?
Wait,
yeah.
are
Can't you tell
saying
from the eyeshadow?
got pussy or just with someone that tried to get with
Got
yourself?
pussy successfully. Who do you
Because-
think?
Got pussy?
Yeah.
Lando probably got more, but pursued
Tried
it
more.
more.
Per
But it's
dollar,
definitely
though?
Lando.
Han Solo got-
Lando
got
got married and
Han Solo
was
got that
like
quality pussy.
madly in love with him. He wasn't fucking bitches on the side.
Hold on. Who? What? Say it again.
Well, Lando asks Luke to go with him on a trip to meet rich women because he wants to marry a rich woman so he can start a corporation. Like, it has nothing to do with love, and Luke thinks it's the funniest fucking thing ever. And he ends up finding this rich woman that also just wants to enter into a business contract, and he falls in love with her. And
Who,
now-
Lando does?
Yeah, and so he's not fucking side bitches. Han isn't either, but even when Han got flirted with all the time, he didn't really take the bait much.
Because he was waiting for that princess pussy.
Well, yeah, except fucking comic world.
He had
has
a
something
big
to say
hairy
about
Wookiee at
that.
home.
They gave Han a wife? Are you fucking serious, Disney?
Yeah, they gave Han a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they gave. Oh yeah, Han has. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. The speculation is that it's Lando's sister.
That's the only thing that would maybe save it.
Yeah.
Suddenly the lightsaber has keons that it never had before.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Who was the big worm guy?
Jabba.
Did Jabba get more pussy than Lando?
Probably.
Yeah, but it was by
Jabba got a lot of fucking. He has chains on chains.
Probably
Yeah.
the most out of all of them.
Was Jabba.
Jabba had that.
Yeah,
sweet-
but it was-
Jabba
it was
had
actually
that
Are you
sweet-
saying that
None
ugly
of
fat
it-
guys can get laid?
None of it was
Not only
true.
can he get laid-
There you go.
Yeah, but not
None
only
of that was truly
did he get
hard-
laid,
it's hard-
he
it's
changed
hard-
princess
it's
pussy.
It's hard to
his
say. It's
chair.
hard to say no when you got a leash on.
Yeah, right. Well,
But does he have a dick?
Not really.
doesn't
matter.
matter. Comes out.
Doesn't
He
matter.
is a-
You
no,
have a
he
leash
just
on.
does it for the
He doesn't have a
prestige.
dick, he is a dick.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's a gigantic penis.
Great
Yeah,
point.
gigantic penis. A
Gigantic-
giant phallic symbol.
Man penis.
Wears women like necklaces.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Great job. You did a good job,
So,
actually.
For you guys who don't know, everybody,
Yes.
there's a website called isitnormal.com.
Oh no.
This is a website where people post things that they wonder about themselves and wonder how normal it is, and you get to vote on it. Now, this one I thought was particularly interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I want you to guess. You don't get the answer.
I know.
I wonder how.
already seen
No,
it.
no, you can't look.
Oh,
I want
what
you to
the
guess
fuck?
how normal
You had
it
it
is.
there. You were staring at it.
Is it normal to love holding in your poop? How normal is it?
Did he explain further?
Yes.
Hello?
You want to hear it?
And your
Dude,
I don't know
heard
why.
Something that really.
I don't know
My
why.
favorite part about my poop is letting it out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I've been doing it since I was a child. But no matter what, I love holding back my poop. It's like poop edging.
Yeah, but dude, that.
I go for hours without pooping when I need to. I know it's weird and gross, but I can't help it. Does anyone
Yeah,
else
but
do
isn't
that?
that-
You know what?
That
Wait,
guy
hold
has-
on, he's going first. Go.
Yeah, but okay, medically, wouldn't that like fuck up you in the inside.
It can.
Like, you know, you wreck them and all that
You
shit.
keep backing
like,
up on
yeah,
purpose?
it's fuck.
Only if
You're
you
you're shit edging.
Rupture.
You're edging with your
Rectum
shit.
rupture, yeah.
No buen. No buen. Dean Formica, you were next.
All right, I want to start off by welcoming the most prideful people in the world to our nationalist, to our nation.
Thank you for being
Like,
here.
I'm totally glad that they have passed that gay marriage across
We
the
love
board and
It's about
equality
damn
in
time.
marriage.
Yes,
actually
it's a great place.
Is the proper term, and you know, cheers to assimilating the most prideful people to our nation in the lowest point of nationalism ever.
Sure.
Honestly, I think
that
the
the
most
whole thing, or-
prideful people in this
No, no.
country are the annoying quote-unquote patriots who never shut the fuck up. and
We'll
wear
come back
shirts
to
like
that. We'll come back to that. But he's talking about poop right
They've
now.
joined the ranks.
Well,
They have
Let him
joined-
talk about poop.
Right now,
All
I'm
right,
making
now-
food.
Now with this, medically, I was saying the whole this person trying to. I would assume it would have something to do with the prostate and stimulation of the prostate.
Milking the prostate
Them
sounds fun.
holding in their poop seems to do something for them, and good for them. You know, whatever. They've
Good.
recognized this part of themselves that makes them unique characters and snowflakes in the grand scheme of things.
I'm gonna turn this into a
kudos.
commercial.
Kudos. Absolutely wonderful that they've discovered
The golf
this
clap.
unique part of their persona.
Well, how unique is
Definitely
it, right?
normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
curious.
Everybody guess number. How normal? What do you think?
22.
How normal do you think it is?
What with the fucking scale?
1 to 100.
Yeah.
1 to 100.
About
That's
0 to
20
100.
20
About a
normal?
2?
I'm gonna say a 37%.
What do you think, Dean Formica?
Oh, I'm gonna say like 70% normal.
70%. What do you
Which
think,
is a
Ryan?
normal normal.
I think this guy suffocates himself in his closet too.
Okay.
He
So
probably
what's-
fucking hangs himself and fucking jacks his fucking.
He likes
cock
edging.
off.
No, you know what?
He
I
likes
think
that.
that might be the next level for
Yeah,
him.
that's true.
So I think
That's
he should just
definitely
stick
next
to the
level.
prostate stimulation and
Yeah.
lay off the autoerotic
Words to
asphyxiation
live
and he'll
by.
be fine.
How
Yeah.
normal?
He'll
How
live a good,
normal
healthy
is it?
life.
Yeah.
5%.
What do you think?
20.
Can you describe the prostate using this Darth Vader stand up over here?
Maybe when we come back from our break.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say
we
that
just have-
the most right person in the room is Dean Formica.
That's rare. That's rare.
Yeah, can we get it?
Here, hold on, before you clink, and we're gonna
right,
clink,
all
we're
right,
gonna
all
clink. I just want you to know, it's 64% normal, and the first comment says this. I love the first comment, and this is from Lovejoy 2007. LOL, it's normal, dude. I'm doing it right now. That's how I found this site. I was curious if others do it too. I guess so. So, it's going to
I've been doing this since I got here, so
winner
I
in
have
this
friends.
contest. There we go. Making
friends on the
friends.
internet.
Making e-friends, if you will. E-friends. Okay, so it's about time we cut to our second break. This is going to be another clip from Ice in the Face. You're also going to see another preview for Awesome Talk Live, July 11th at the Saint. Get tickets at shop.weebly.com. Awesome Talk Shop. God damn it. I've been drinking a lot tonight. awesometalkshop.weebly.com to get tickets for $10. It's going
What
to
was
the
that website again?
Lupus Foundation of America. Lupus American Foundation. It's going to Lupus Research. It's going to be awesome, I promise.
Lupus. It goes to
I'm-
Lupus.
I've had
We're
like
gonna get
400
some
beers.
sick
We're
people
gonna
some
be
money.
there.
We're going to help some sick people.
One guy.
Number
Come
one.
out, sick
Absolutely
people.
we are.
And see wonderful acts.
Go ahead. What were we going to say?
I was going to say absolutely nothing.
You put up the finger guns, and I thought something was going to go off.
I was.
Whoa!
It'll
That
be
stink bug up
wonderful.
there is
It'll be
making a fucking
awesome.
ruckus.
Pay some money, get entertained, and help Lupus.
Yes.
Come on
Yeah,
out.
You've already seen some of it.
Asbury
Come
Park.
on,
it's
come
at
on.
the Saint.
Come
July
out and see some
11th.
weird stuff.
Come-
Some
So when we
awesome
come back,
bands.
It won't be
Support the
terrible.
You
we
come out to
promise.
St. Asbury Park, give us your money, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck off.
We got work to do.
Awesome Talk.
Hashtag Lupus.
Season 5,
Hashtag
Episode 3. Hashtag Lupus. Break number 2. We'll be right back to do closing announcements. And we'll see you in about a little less than 20 minutes.
You got
Holler.
it.
That's got it.
Honestly, this is the best fucking time I've ever had.
presents many a choice. And sometimes you feel there's so much coming at you, so much static and noise. When that happens, just stop, breathe for a second.
At the mic, we go. Talking to the mic, right?
Special
control was all around me. I'm under the You're listening to us. And the bass.
Did you know that there's a movie called Edward Penis Hands?
I know that now.
It is mind blowing.
What does he do with his? Well, in Edward Scissorhands, Edward can
I'm gonna show you
chop
a
up
picture,
bushes.
and I'll try to show the camera the picture too.
So he's got. Oh man, what's funny is he really does look like Johnny Depp. He looks like Johnny.
It is Johnny Depp.
Oh my God!
Surprise.
Yeah.
So there's a scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Where he's eating spaghetti.
Okay. Oh boy.
The dude has no fingers. He doesn't even have fucking scissors.
He just got two dicks at the
He literally has
wrists.
two floppy dongs attached to the ends of his arms.
Like bayonets. Meat bayonets.
So
Hashtag meat
just
bayonet.
think of all the fucking things. First of all, what are you going to do with that? How do you make a quality porn with a dude that has dick hands?
Well,
I mean, I guess I get that you need 3 chicks.
Absolutely. You always need that.
But your arms would get so tired and you would get so fucked up over which one to thrust when.
I just imagine his arms are probably pretty diesel. I mean, he's got to get a lot of extra use because he's got to use his arms in obscure and, unorthodox ways in order to get from point A to point B. So his penis hands, when they're floppy, they got to be a lot harder to use, ironically. So,
well, they're
he
only
needs some-
floppy, not when they're
He
floppy.
needs-
They're never any other thing but floppy.
chances are highly likely that what's going to happen here is that the dead hookers from the Old West are going to get the busty sorority girls to jack off the penis hands of Edward Penis Hands, and that will be their good deed that gets the hookers to heaven. Now, there's a fucking movie.
He'll get them to fucking.
Get Tim Burton on the phone.
He'll get them to Christmas Town.
No, they're going to Christmas Town, all right. They're getting snowed all over. Snowed in. Right.
A tidbit.
Okay.
We talked about the John Wayne Bobbitt porn in a past episode.
We have.
But what neither
Wait,
one of
for our
us.
younger viewers who don't know who John Wayne Bobbitt is, his wife hacked his dick off in the 90s and then threw it out a car window, and they reattached it, and he did a porno with it.
But what we didn't know at the time, which I don't know how this isn't widely known, the name of the porn is Frankenpenis. And it's actually about a guy who gets his dick cut off and gets a giant super penis sewed back on in an experiment.
And gets a big, angry Frankenstein dick.
Yeah.
It's just stomping around, choking children.
Frankenpenis.
Frankenpenis. It's angry.
I feel like that's that people were calling him that, and then he just rolled with it. You know, like I don't think the
quite
porn
honestly,
people were the first ones to bring that up.
I just gotta watch it. I just gotta see because now I'm thinking like his penis looked like some bruised, like green part of a dead body that got sewed back on.
Obviously,
but it
not
worked.
that.
So like, I mean, Frankenpenis. I guess it's just a play on words, isn't it? You know, because
Well, I mean, we get the idea.
I got the idea loud and clear. I'm just wondering what sort of additional, amenities were attached to this whole ordeal. Like,
They were like, this is the last chance you'll ever have to do anything that anyone will ever remember you for, good or bad. And he was like, all right, let's go.
and we're gonna give you like several $1,000s. I don't know what he made on that. It had to be a good amount of money. He must have made $100,000 on that at least, right?
Whatever he made, it was probably the last thing he ever fucking did.
Well, a lot of those people did porns. Like Amy Fisher did a porn.
Were you into it?
No. No. But it's just one of those things you got to see to believe.
I
'Cause
don't
you're
really
like, wow,
have to
this-
see it to believe
You
it.
got to
if I'm
see it to
honest.
believe it. That's all.
I
know?
don't think I do.
But that's weird. You know? Go on. What's next?
That's it for the porn
All right.
plot
Okay.
that I had saved up.
Did you want to pass the ball my way for a minute and then I'll pass
Yeah.
it back? I wanted to talk a little bit about Pete Hegseth, the moron from Fox News who hurled an axe at a band member at a West Point drummer on Flag Day. This guy straight up pulled this axe right up over his head and just hurled that shit. I mean, he missed.
It was weird because from the angle, it doesn't even look like he hit someone. And then from the other angle, you're like, oh, he really fucked that dude up.
Yeah, right. He totally beat that guy right in the arm. And what's crazy is when you look at this picture, it's like he missed that whole thing so completely and totally. It's embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed if I were him. Not just for hitting the drummer boy, but because he throws like a bitch. He hurls an axe now I'm not saying I could throw an axe any better. I'm not like big on axe throwing. But dude, know your limits, man. You're not gonna see me try to pull that off on fucking national TV, make a dick
Well, you know
asshole
what's
of
funny
myself.
is they said that they were supposed to practice before they started shooting, and I don't think that happened. Either that or they practiced once and thought it was okay, but I don't really remember which way it went.
I'll tell you what, though, to his credit, it's a little stupid that all the band members were hanging out behind this thing where the target was. Nobody's supposed to be standing behind the target.
They had the whole section just sort of encircled with musicians.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing's just filled up. I mean, it's surprised he didn't fucking scalp somebody. You know?
If he did, it would have made better television.
And it also would have been good for Flag Day.
Yeah.
And am I right? Fucking idiot. And it would have been even more appropriate. It was Fox News that did it. It just gets better. We need those old West hookers out there, though.
Carrying gin in their assholes.
Yeah.
Or whatever they did.
Like a real woman. Gin in the ass. It's like the old Snoop Dogg song goes. Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
I was reading weird facts lately, like just random facts about various topics.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that MILF is the most frequently searched porn term on the internet.
Huh?
That blows my mind.
Really?
I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe they say that because people just use the term for other things. So maybe it's meant to be searched for in a non-sexual way. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know because like Pornhub said that Lisa Ann is the most searched porn star, like by far, like in all of porn, and she's like, she would be like mom porn now. Like she's older now. And that's interesting to me that MILF is the most like searched term and she's the most searched person. So this country is, you know, swung in the other direction. We've got a thing for older women now. Is that a mom complex?
I don't know what it is. I think it's probably because the generation that's into it is starting to have females in their generation that are just under that age. So it's not really... I mean,
I see what you mean.
We're not talking about
yeah.
like we're not talking about fucking 20-year-olds that want to fuck 60-year-olds. That's not what's happening. This
You
is
don't think
people
so?
in their fucking 30s that
Yeah, but
want to fuck like 50-year-olds. There's
Sure.
a big difference.
But it takes a lot of people to fucking make a term the most searched term. It seems like that wave
I
would
just
have
mean
to...
that the people doing the searching is not a giant group of various people. It's probably a pretty specific age range we're talking about.
That just does a lot of searching. I mean, is it?
And what about the people that are the same age as the MILFs? Like, do they just search for
right? So the MILF's
normal
got
chick?
everything covered, probably from where they are down 20 years, maybe even. So like, if you're in your 50s and you're doing porn, you know, dudes 30 and up are probably your demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even that, you know, seems like, like you were surprised by it. That's unexpected, isn't it?
That what?
I said you seemed surprised by it. Like it's unexpected. Like it's at first when you hear that, it's unexpected that that's what would be the most searched term.
It's weird. I wouldn't consider. What would you think is the top three?
The top three. Jesus, you know, nowadays, I mean, cream pie, I think would be searched a lot. Let's see, what else? That thing now where there's like a older woman and a younger girl, and like the younger couple, and like the older woman's like teaching the younger couple how to do things on each other. That's big now. I mean, things have gotten very Roman. Then the third one would be anal. Definitely.
Probably.
I just saw a headline today in an article that said ass is the new pussy, which sounds like an article in Idiocracy, but I was like, damn, really?
If you don't have an abortion doctor, what else are you going to do?
Might as well, right? I mean, it works. You know, just get a buzzer on the old clitoris and pump the ass from the inside. You know, if you keep it lubed up, everything feels good, right? You're just gonna make faces at me.
No, it's just when the cat starts staring off intently at something,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are they looking at?
So, Florida man. We're in Florida, okay. Checks to see if his gun is loaded by putting it to his head, pulls the trigger, and kills himself.
It's like Luke Skywalker if he hadn't been lucky.
A 49-year-old Florida man. I like how they put it in this article.
How did he get to 49, you know?
You know? I mean, this might have been just one beer too many. He just went over the edge.
Right on over.
Yeah, he just... Charles Cooper.
That motherfucker.
Man, autopsy performed. Let's see. Oh, yeah, his shooting being an accident. First, he removed the clip, cleared the chamber. After that, do not point it at your stupid fat head. Make sure it's not loaded. Yeah, that's what they wrote in the article. And, yeah. Boom. That's done. Go ahead.
In Australia, porn that features women with A cups or smaller is banned.
Where?
Australia.
Woman with A cups?
No, women
Okay.
with A cups or smaller are banned from porn. or porn with them in it is banned.
It's about damn time.
At least according to this facts list.
You know, Australia, they got their priorities straight, let me tell you. They got bugs the size of dragons, and all their porn stars have giant titties. Everything down there's so big. The bugs, the crocs, the fucking, you know, Iggy Azalea.
Fucking.
If you watch when I have it on my jaw, my eyes going.
There, strap them up. Strap them up. Rick, you got to make sure that they're put on good.
I don't care. I really don't want to do this.
I want to get your.
Oh, quit being a vagina.
Did you just say no to the hand?
Oh, I just did his.
Yeah.
I want your fingers to just hold it so it has to make complete contact because otherwise that hurts when it doesn't make complete contact.
Oh, that's good. Well, this isn't
bad.
nothing's making complete contact right now.
Do it again.
Do it again. No, that's too much. All right.
We're back, everybody. Hey, Awesome Talk. Season 5, Episode 3 on June 30th, 2015. We are back from our second break. And now is where we start to kind of, wind down. First off, I want to thank our guests, Dean and Daniel, from the Amazing Traveling Circus for being here. I hope you guys had fun tonight.
Oh, we had a blast.
Most people have no idea what to expect when they walk in here, and we don't know what to expect when anybody walks in.
It's funny you say that.
What? How do you mean?
Well, we have something for you.
What have you got?
Oh.
Another surprise.
Yes.
What did you do, John?
It's a game.
Okay.
That we like to
It's
play.
heroin. You buying or not?
It's a sideshow tradition.
Okay.
See, back when I was in the circus, we would play games after the show. We'd have barbecues whenever we were on the lot for more than one day, and we would pit ourselves in these, bouts of competition. And we played this little game. It was called Chubby Bunnies. Now, you might have heard about Chubby Bunnies because it was actually on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Okay.
People have actually died playing this game.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds really great.
That's a
You
good
like
game.
that
I
game?
definitely want to play this game.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, we're
Goodbye,
going to,
Woo.
okay. Well, we're gonna pit Lou against our.
I didn't.
We take that as volunteering.
Against our host. We're gonna ask you to trade places with Lou. Would you go over there?
Go for it. All right.
All right.
Come on,
Let's do
Woo.
this shit.
Come on,
In order,
Let's go. Put your Asian money where your Irish mouth is.
in order to play Chubby Bunnies, you have to look the part.
He's pretty chubby.
Yeah, that's true.
I look like your bunny.
We brought these along.
You
You guys put your ears on.
All right.
Those are like Roger Rabbit ears. That's
Oh, yeah.
great.
These feel good. I feel good
Oh,
about
there we
this.
go.
We spare no great expense.
I feel good
Very
about
fine
this,
to show
too.
product. Watch your ears,
Mind
sir.
the
Ooh, your
Headlights.
ear's stuck in the
Mine
back
is
there.
okay.
Be careful. Yeah,
All right.
mind the big
They only
rocks.
itch for the
There you
first
go.
3 days.
There's all kinds of shit in
Then
here
they
you don't
start
even
to
know.
You guys look
Don't worry
so
about it.
badass.
There you
I
go.
feel pretty
All right.
badass.
You look
Why
good.
wouldn't you?
You look good.
No,
Lou, you
reason
never
not
look
to.
better.
He
Now-
definitely looks way better.
In
Who
order,
looks like more of a natural rabbit than you do?
I
gotta
know.
say.
I'm forcing it. All right.
now,
Yeah.
in
you're-
order
you're
to play
selling
Chubby
it.
Bunnies,
Okay.
the object of the game is to put 2 marshmallows in your mouth. You put them between your cheeks and gums, and you hold them there. And you have to say the words Chubby Bunnies. Now, if you can say Chubby Bunnies, that means you put 2 more marshmallows in your mouth.
Oh, for fuck's
And you
sake.
keep going until one of them can no longer say Chubby Bunnies. Okay? It's a very simple game.
I like this. I like
For
this.
this-
This is good.
We'll
A
give
bag
it
of
a
marshmallows.
Yeah.
I would hope.
I would stop by
Hooray!
and picked up a bag of marshmallows.
Huzzah.
Oh yeah. Now,
All right, here we go.
are
I
you
like
ready to
this.
play the game?
This is a historical moment.
I like this.
All right.
Historical moment.
Who
There you go.
Who gets the dirty?
Each one
bunny
of you.
there?
Brought to you by Cold Cock.
Two marshmallows. Two marshmallows apiece.
Two marshmallows.
Okay, when I
Brought to
say
you
go,
by
put them
Coca.
between your cheeks and gums. Go. Hold them there. Do not chew.
You're chewing.
No chewing.
No, I'm working them in.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was
now,
doing.
I want
Settling.
you to say chubby bunnies.
Chubby bunnies.
Chubby
Whoop.
bunnies.
Two more marshmallows.
yeah.
Two more
Two more?
each.
Yes,
Two more.
two
more.
One for each
So
cheek.
more than this.
One for
Okay.
each cheek.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Just
wait, two
Just
for
more.
You gotta keep
Okay.
one for each. You gotta
put
keep
them between
that
your
up.
cheeks and gums. Get them in there. Now remember, nothing is worth risking your life. So if you feel you can't breathe, spew the marshmallows.
That's a bunch of liberal bullshit. Over here.
But wait.
Fucking lip
Wait.
cards.
Hold it. Sir, can you say chubby bunnies?
Chubby bunnies.
Yes!
Yeah.
And woo!
Chubby bunnies.
Good! You know what does that mean, people? Two more marshmallows! Come on, get them in there.
You look seriously Asian right now.
All right. All right, get them in there.
And you
Come
look
on.
dementedly Irish.
All right.
I'll probably look at this one.
Hey, cheat.
When they fished me out of the lake.
Woo's starting to look like Jabba the Rabbit. All right. By the way, this is where you start to see marshmallow drool. It gets right over there.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Come on, you gotta stuff them up in there. Let's go, Woo.
Are we ready?
Yeah, expand.
Okay.
There you go.
Here we go.
Let's hear it.
Sir, can you say chubby bunnies? Oh, God.
Come on, Rick, you gotta pack them in.
Concentrate.
Chubby bunnies.
These are on the line.
Clear.
A
Whoa.
pair of
Is that clear?
a pair of kitten bacon socks for the winner.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo. He said
Yeah.
it. Two more
All right,
marshmallows.
here we go. Let's go, guys.
We're gonna put some money on top of that.
All right.
Because I saw that you
All right, let's do it. What are we on? This is round 4, I
Remember,
believe, right?
This is brought to you by Cold Cock Whiskey.
This is
Two
four-
more marshmallows.
This is 4 marshmallows
Now, look, I
in
won't
each
do it.
cheek now. Let's go.
It is sad that I
Get 'em
drank
in
all your
there.
beer.
This is 4 marshmallows in each now. Look,
There you
guys,
go.
use your finger. Pack them in there. Come on, stretch them cheeks.
You look like a squirrel hiding
Let's
its
go.
nuts.
Stretch those cheeks.
There you go.
Stretch them out, Boo. Come
All right.
on.
Are we ready? This is for the socks, the bacon kitty socks.
Yeah.
Can you do it? Chubby bunnies.
Chubby bunnies.
Yes! Can you do it, sir? We have a winner!
We have a
We have a winner! Oh, that's disgusting.
You're allowed to
Oh.
swallow them, sir.
God damn your Asian cheeks.
Oh. Okay, now host the show.
No fucking problem. I'm gonna go right on that.
And sir, you win the bacon kitty socks.
Wow. Look at
One
that.
more day without having to do laundry, man. Let me tell you. Yeah. So.
Oh, by the way, here, sir. Right. Are you ready?
Hey.
Yes.
Just like I was born ready.
You're waiting for that one.
We're on camera 2. That was camera 16, but whatever. Whatever, close enough.
So, we're getting to closing announcements.
Yes.
So let me hand it over to our guests, Daniel and Dean, the amazing traveling circus sideshow. First of all, on behalf of everybody, I just want to say thank you for being here. Tonight has been a fun fucking night at Austin.
Yes,
Awesome.
indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys are great to have, and I hope you guys come back again. I really do.
Definitely. We'll play some
Applaud
more
me.
games.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
why
will. I will applaud me.
We will be
I
here
should.
with bells on because, quite honestly, he has bells sewn to his scrotum. But anyway, that's another story.
I just hope you had fun.
Yes, we had lots of fun.
And I want to hand over something that we reserve for guests now, called the final word. Now, if you had a final message to the whole world,
Yes.
you had to put out right now tonight,
Yes.
what would it be?
Send me a case of cold cock whiskey.
Nice. Beautiful.
Cold cock whiskey.
I like it.
We're gonna send that to them.
I love it.
That's right. All right. And you, Dean Formica.
Yeah, check us out on the web at atcsideshow.com. We got pictures and videos of all the fun antics we've been up to over the years, and we will continue to update it with new shows and future opportunities for you and for us.
And
Thank you
also,
very much.
we have a big show coming back at Roxy and Dukes on October 23rd. Put that on your calendar.
Yeah,
It's
mark
a
it
Friday.
now.
It is
Mark
a Friday.
it now. I know
You've
it's
been
a
to
while
Roxy
from
and
now,
Dukes.
but if you
Yes.
mark it
You
now,
know what the
you'll
venue
end
was
up
like.
there
Roxy
and
and
you'll
Dukes.
provide
I love Roxy.
awesome
Roxy
entertainment.
and Dukes is great.
When I go to Roxy and Dukes,
Really
I was
cool.
like, this
All
is
the
a
great
bigger
people
version
we
of
see
my
throughout
apartment.
the years.
Yeah.
Invite
That's
to
what
the
it is.
show,
I
and
feel the
then
same way because
Yeah.
if you walk in, you
put it
go,
on,
"Holy
and
shit!
it's
I look
not
like I live
terrible.
here."
You should
Right.
Totally check it
I
out.
made that move
Not
because
a
I was
waste of your
inspired by
time.
the one at
Hold on.
Roxy and Dukes.
There you go.
What?
Eh?
What'd you say?
What?
You
Team
made
Formica, what were we saying?
Oh, I was ranting. I already continued and concluded my rant. Thank you very much.
What was the final
Thank you,
conclusion
thank
of the
you.
rant?
Oh, that you should come out to see the show. It is on October 23rd, and we're gonna have the greatest acts that we can find.
We have a
between
guy.
now and then.
We have a
Like-
guy coming to our next show. His name is Harley Newman, and he is going to balance on. You ever heard of a bed of nails act?
Yes.
Well, if you know anything about bed of nails, as to how many nails, the more nails, the easier it is. Okay. He balances on one 9-inch nail.
Jesus.
On his back. A 9-inch spike. It's not fake. It's real. Me and Dean have actually helped him, helped him on stage with this thing. We've examined the nail. It's mind blowing. He's been on every documentary there ever was on Sideshow. He's been on History's Mysteries. He's been on Ripley's Believe It or Not. He was on the series Sideshow that was now off the air about the Venice Beach Sideshow.
Cool.
Called Freak Show. He was on there. He's been all over the world performing, and he is going to be at our show on October 23rd.
Awesome.
So if you come for anything, come to see Harley.
Absolutely.
His act and all the acts, like we see acts that blow our minds, and that's what we add to that show.
Yeah.
Like it's a showcase of all the great, weird, and unusual things that are out there. So
It's a fantastic show, isn't it?
I didn't see it.
Here, have a marshmallow. Here, have a
awesome.
few
Throw
more. Bastard.
Well, me and Sarah Gigitell, we saw it. It's an awesome fucking show. And you should come to The Saint in Asbury Park, New Jersey on July 11th to see Awesome Talk Live, raising money for lupus research.
We'll be there
and
too.
These gentlemen from the Amazing Traveling Circus
Indeed,
Sideshow
indeed.
are also going to be there, as well as Keith Kenny, Black Vampires from New York, Marissa Licata, B. Trey, Tony Tedesco, all sorts of different performers, all sorts of different things. Find AwesomeTalkTV.com, Awesome Talk TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Awesome Talk Online on Facebook, and Homebar Productions on Facebook. And
Letty's going to
YouTube.
be there too.
who?
Letty.
Which one's Lenny?
Lenny. He's the guy that hangs outside, smokes cigarettes outside the door. He
Okay,
just hangs. So Lenny, he will be there.
that's cool. Well, Lenny's gonna be there.
I know a dude named Lenny who smokes cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe that's him.
Team Formica is like, yeah.
you know Lenny too?
I guess.
Lenny gets around.
I know Lenny who gets around too.
Well, listen, man, I really want to say thank you to you guys for being on tonight, man. I think it was
thank you.
great having you guys on
Fuck yeah.
tonight's show.
Thank
I hope you guys had fun.
You guys were awesome.
I know we get fucked up and we say fucked up shit, and sometimes it
I
lands.
just want to
sometimes
say
it
you
don't.
have a fucking awesome apartment,
Thank you.
and it's not just the apartment; it's the location of the apartment. Because you see, what you people that are listening in don't
You
understand.
people.
Right.
You, yeah,
What do you mean?
Wow.
What does that mean,
What do you mean?
y'all?
Wow. Use people.
you can't say those words with a bald head, sir.
Sorry.
Pretend hair. Pretend hair.
Hold
There's
on,
hair
I got
here.
my
Where's
hair.
the merkin?
Get the hair.
Put your
Get
merkin
the
on.
hair.
Oh,
Get the hair. And you
No, I'm
can
fine.
pretend to say whatever you want, sir.
I'm
Okay.
fine as a
I
chair.
got it. All right.
Oh, there we go.
Use people.
That's even better. That's
Don't
better than
understand.
the funny years.
This man lives in the perfect location. You see, right down from where he lives, like within not even a block.
Don't give away too much.
No. Okay, he is surrounded by a post office in less than walking distance. A pizza place that you can actually smell the pizza when you walk into his hallway. A hobby store right next door. A quick check that you could spit at. I mean, you live in the perfect location. The only thing that's missing is a strip club.
By the way, there's a stain on the kitchen floor from our stripper pole. And I'll tell you what, the only reason I took it down is because it fell down.
Yes.
And because there were never any strippers on it.
It fell down during Thanksgiving dinner with mothers.
Yeah, our moms
And
knocked it over by
relatives.
mistake.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with them?
She almost killed a mother.
Crazy
My
motherfuckers.
mom never knocks
and
down
the-
my
and the
stripper
top it all
pole.
off.
You got a good mom.
And to top it all
Should
off,
feel lucky about that, for
a
my
laundromat.
I know. I
Laundromat.
can't get my mother anywhere near my stripper pole. I mean, what's wrong with me? You know.
Well, I want to say thank you very much to you guys for coming. This has been a fun night. It's a fun night that I desperately fucking needed. And I'm gonna hand it over now.
The next show's a live show.
Next, yeah, that's right. Next show is a live show, July 11th at the Saint in Asbury Park. Go to awesometalkshop.weebly.com. Weebly, W-E-E.
What in the fuck is a Weebly?
Weebly is a
Where you get
website.
your tickets.
awesometalkshop.weebly.com. $10 a ticket. It's going to Lupus Research. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of different performers, and like I said, these two guys are going to be there, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So I'm going to hand everything over right now to John Lackey of supertmh2.com
Here we go.
for his special final word. Don't rush me, John Lackey.
Sorry, just getting ready.
All right, here we go.
This is a tough one.
He's in the zone, man.
I am.
He's zoning.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Goose
Okay. So I set up a little scenario in which I am hosting a game night at my house.
All right.
Welcome to game night. I am just so glad that all of my neighbors are here. We really should have done this sooner. So what does everyone want to play? Jenga, apples to apples, Cards Against Humanity if anyone's feeling a little randy. Or I have a new game that I think everyone's going to love, especially you, Jim, you old so-and-so. It's called Murder Box.
I can't help but think that this should be in like this kind of voice.
It's called Murder Box.
Murder Box. Oh, you guys haven't heard of it? It was really strange. I was strolling through the woods, and there, in a burned-out clearing with strange ancient patterns etched into the ground, I found Murder Box stuck in the middle of a smoking, gnarled tree. It was almost as if it was calling to me. Like maybe nothing in my life made sense before finding Murder Box. Maybe I'm the Murder Box. Or, you know, something like that. Can I get you guys any more wine? How about you, Linda? I noticed a lot of empty bottles in your recycling. You're basically an alcoholic, right? So, you guys, Murder Box is a lot like Candyland with a few subtle differences. The game board itself forgoes colorful gumdrop mountains and is instead some kind of hastily stitched together slab of leather. Take a look at that, Bill. Feels kind of like, I mean, let's just say it. It feels like human skin, doesn't it? Kind of like your gray, nearly transparent old man flesh. There's a pop-o-matic bubble in the middle of the board. It's completely useless.
Pop-o-matic.
Most of the time, it's just filled with screaming insects.
And you rolled ant.
The goal is to move your team's crystal pyramid pieces across the board and reach the goal without opening the murder box and unleashing its terrible secrets. I should mention that there have been some, how can I say this, disappearances that may have been associated with the game, but we should be fine. Just don't make direct eye contact or say anything disparaging about the murder box.
Murder Box.
And look, right there on the box it says fun for ages 1 to 100. That's a hoot. So let's get started. Carol and Don, you two get to go first because you have the most offspring. Loud, screaming offspring. Oh look, you rolled some kind of pentagram thing. Nice. Let's consult the instructions that are inked in human blood and see what that means. Okay, so apparently you summoned a Lovecraftian thousand-headed old god, which is good, Carol and Don, because it means you get to move 3 spaces, but also bad, Carol and Don, because it just tore the fucking moon in half.
Is this a Kickstarter?
Tide's gonna be pretty weird tonight, that's for sure. How are we doing on crackers? Should I get some more from the kitchen? Okay. Your turn, Jim and Diane. Jim, why don't you take your shirt off and don the shroud of second turns? Kind of like how you mow the lawn shirtless at 6 in the morning with a t-shirt covering your very large bald head. Very good. Now, Diane, very carefully blow on the incredibly hot dice and roll a winner. Very nice. You rolled a 3 of skulls, which means you get to draw a card. Let's see what it says. Oh, God. It's the death card. I'm afraid that means I have to open the murder box. Let me just check the instructions. It said, if the death card is drawn, the murdered box must be opened. All players besides the host, that's me, will be sacrificed. However, there is another way. By keeping a distance of 1,000 feet between yourself and the host, that's me, and never guilting the host into hosting another game night, Murder Box's bloodthirst will be quenched. So what do you think, guys? Should I open the box or, oh, okay, is it just time for everyone to go home? That's great. Thanks for coming by. Get out, get out, get out, get out.
But who won the Happy Fun Ball?
Happy Fun Ball.
Happy Fun Ball.
Everybody, awesome talk.
Truncate that, make it a
I was
kickstand.
Season 5, Episode 3, June 30th, 2015. Hey, everybody, thank you very much for drinking with us. And yo, hey.
Rasha, rest
Cheers.
in peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
And hey, that's awesome talk.
That is awesome talk. Thank you very much. Dope.
Honestly, this is the best fucking time I've ever had.
Presents many a choice, and sometimes you feel there's so much coming at you, so much static and noise. When that happens, just stop, breathe for a second.
At the mic, welcome to the mic, alright.
Special control was all around me. I'm under the
Almost. And I'm going to tell you what's already here.